Welcome to the Mackey Motors tailgate here on 93.7 KKRL. Jeff Blankman, Dave Burks with you here tonight again at Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well. That's at MackeyMotors.com. East Sac County hosting IKM Manning in the season opener here tonight. It's a beautiful night up here in Wall Lake, maybe just a tad bit on the warm side with the sun beating in. But temperature-wise, Dave, it's a gorgeous night here tonight, 75 degrees. We've got a light breeze blowing in right now in the field. You said it when you got here tonight. It's beautiful. It's in great shape.
Oh, it's a great facility. I said I've always liked this Wall Lake facility, and the field itself looks great, and I just don't know if you could have better weather. So it's going to be a great night for everybody across the state for opening football.
Raiders coming into this one after a season last year where they went 4-5, making the postseason. IKM Manning also made the postseason, going 4-5 a year ago. The Wolves won this matchup 19-15. Dave, I talk a lot with both of these coach-ups. I really like this matchup. It seems like every year this is a good game. 5 of the last 6 have been decided by one score. Last the one game that was a 14-point victory. But the Wolves have seemed to have the advantage. They're 5-1 over the last 6 games. So they're the veteran team coming in. They've got a lot of the skill guys back from last year's team. They graduated some terrific players, but it got a lot of guys back for East Sac County. Kind of a younger group, graduated an outstanding defensive group from a year ago, struggled a little bit offensively. If you're both of these coaches, kind of a friendly rivalry here tonight, that season opener, what are you looking for from both of these teams?
Well, obviously you're going to bank on your IKM Manning's going to bank on their returning guys. And, I think when you look at the game of football, IKM Manning's had a little stronger tradition. East Sac, they're just on the verge. And now, unfortunately, when you're going to throw a bunch of young guys in, you're just not sure what you're going to see.
And I know even for me, little nerves coming into the game tonight. First broadcast for the football season, so you always want to make sure that things go well for the players and even for the coaches. There's always probably some jitters on that first game.
Oh, absolutely. I said, I was thinking driving over here today, you kind of compare it to, of course, I was involved in basketball for years, that tournament time. There's just something really special about the fall and the welcoming of all levels of football. The colleges started, and it's a great time.
For IKM Manning, Ben Ramsey, the leading passer, returning in the district from last year. Lost Ross Kuzel, who was his star target a year ago, but Brock Kuzel, a guy that might be able to step into his brother's place. They also have a couple of great running backs in Ben Langle and Davis Rasmussen. Langle last year carried it 165 times for 873 yards and 13 touchdowns, while Rasmussen, 89 carries, 464 yards and 6 touchdowns. Also caught 16 passes for 205 yards and a touchdown. For East Sac County, Dave, it's kind of a whole new backfield for them. Landon Grindle did carry the ball quite a bit, 105 carries for 312 yards and a couple of touchdowns. But Sam Julin, making his first ever start at quarterback, does not have a rush in his career, doesn't have a passing attempt in his career. Caught 3 passes a year ago for 70 yards. And then Carson Schmidt will also get some time in the backfield for them as well. And had 13 carries last year for 59 yards, also caught 3 passes for 12 yards. So for IKM Manning, they certainly would think have the advantage at quarterback with the returning starter. But if you're Sam Julin, what's the mentality for you and for the offensive play caller and Coach McCullough coming into tonight?
Well, I'm sure he's probably 3 times as nervous as anybody else.
Yep.
That's a tough situation to come into. And, IKM Manning's always had great athletes and, traditionally a great defense. So, I think Coach McCullough is just going to have to, especially early, keep it simple and let your guys settle in a little bit.
We're coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. Back with more of the Mackey Motors tailgate starting lineups coming up right after this on 93.7 KK.
Take a minute and think about your bank. Who's the first person you think of? That person who knows you and you trust to help you just the way you need it. At Bank Midwest, that's the kind of relationship we have with our customers. Because when it comes to your money, technology is great, but someone you can really talk to is indispensable. If that's what you want in a bank, we're your bank. Bank Mid who? Bank Midwest, the one with the just right banker for you. Member FDIC.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM Manning Wolves.
Jacobson Seed, family owned and operated for more than 85 years. But why is it important for you to do business with a family-owned seed company? At Jacobson Seed, we are proud of our family-owned heritage. Our commitment goes beyond just selling seed. It's about cultivating relationships and sharing our passion for growth. It's about treating you like a member of our family. Our roots run deep with generations of knowledge and expertise that we pour into every seed we sell. Jacobson Seed, your American veteran, family-owned seed company.
Mackey Motors at Tailgate rolling on here on 93.7 at KKRL. Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive. At Mackey Motors in Lake City, check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. We get set for football action here tonight. And Dave, if I understood correctly, IKM Manning won the flip of the coin, deferred to the second half. So ESAC going to get the football to start the ball game here tonight.
Well, you just will get those jitters out right away. Throw your offense out there, and hopefully you can, at least move the ball. Even if you don't score, you get a couple first downs and get your guys some confidence.
Let's take a look at that starting offense for East County. Cal McCullough, Mike Manzer, Brooks Ludwig, also Seth Donaldson and Kate Snyder across the front five. The wide receivers are Jack Gullett, Ryan Peterson, and Asher Lawler, along with Carson Schmidt. And in the backfield tonight, getting the start at quarterback again, Sam Julin and Landon Grinnell will be the running back here tonight. For IKM Manning, the front four defensively, Ben Langle and Brock Kuzel are your defensive ends. The down linemen are Jay Starman and Jack Stanford. Then, of course, you've got the linebackers, four of them as well, with Davis Rasmussen, Logan Vanami, and Carson Purdue, and Carson Lorenzen, also one of their linebackers. The cornerbacks are Ashton Arenholtz and Wyatt Danner and Ben Ramsey getting the start, of course, coming up tonight at safety as well. We'll give you the starting lineups for the other teams on the other side of the ball when IKM Manning gets the ball. Davis Rasmussen going to be kicking things off here tonight for IKM Manning. Scheduled to be back deep will be Carson Schmidt and Asher Lawler for East Sac County. They'll be going right to left across your radio dial, so the Wolves will be going left to right here in the first half. Don't forget, we've got the new Ford Scoreboard Show from 10 to midnight on Kick 106.7 and 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCM. We've got Mason Nealon as the host this year. We've got Jeff Honnold and Todd Danner in the studio. They'll be getting interviews with all of our area coaches and score updates and final scores from all of our area games and district games as well as around the state of Iowa. We are set for kickoff here tonight up in Wall Lake. Davis Rasmussen over the ball. He is approaching. And there is the kick. It is a short, high, end-over-end kick. It'll be taken up by East Sac County. And the return by Jack Gullett going to be returned out near the 29. They're going to give him the 30-yard line. And that is where East Sac County will have it first down and 10. We've got 11:57 to go here in this first half of play. Raiders will break the huddle. Julin coming out in the shotgun. He's got one running back. That's Landon Grindle lined up next to him. Two wide receivers to the left, two split to the right as well. Four down linemen for IKM Manning. They're going to look to throw on the first play. Wants to go deep. He's got a man down the middle, and it is bobbled. And is it caught?
Picked off.
It is
intercepted.
I haven't seen a final call here. The officials are discussing it right now. East Sac County went up. Ashler Lawler had it in his hands, but IKM Manning came up with the ball after they were on the ground. The officials are now discussing it, and we are going to get an interception on the first play of the game for IKM Manning, and the Wolves will get possession out at around their own 44-yard line. So, Dave, a big turnover here on the first play of the game.
Well, and it was a great play. There again, throw your quarterback right in there, and he was just a little high on the pass, and what looked like a great catch. Yeah,
yes.
It ended up being a unique turnover.
Yeah, it looked like Lawler had it as he was going to the ground, and then IKM Manning came up with the football. Ball going to be spotted over here on the left hash mark. Ben Ramsey, the quarterback. The running backs are Davis Rasmussen and Ben Langle. Will give you the rest of the starting offense here after this first play. They'll send a man in motion. That is Rasmussen. Ramsey out of the shotgun, hands it off to Langle. He's got some running room up the middle. He'll get from the 44 out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play. That's going to bring up second down and 7. Rest of the starting lineup, Jay Starman, Carson Purdue, Zach Solberg, Logan Vanami, and Jack Sanford are the linemen. Ashton Arnholtz, Wyatt Danner are the wide receivers, and the tight end is Brock Kuzel. We'll give you the ESAC defense coming up here in just a moment. I formation this time, offset IR, and Holtz goes in motion from right to left. They'll turn, hand the football off to Rasmussen. He's got running room, and he's going to pick up the first down as he gets down near the 46-yard line. Going to mark him, maybe, Dave, just shy of the first down. I think it's going to bring up third down and short to pick up a 5 on the play.
That was a great job by the left side of the line. He was probably 5-6 yards downfield before anybody even touched him. So great job by the line.
Seth Donaldson, Mike Manzer, and Calvin Chedester are the defensive linemen. We'll give you the rest of the defense. Third down and short, 10:59 to go. And they're just going to hand it off and picking up the first down. Again, is going to be Rasmussen. He'll get down to the 44-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play. 2 carries, 8 yards. That will move the chain. Sam Julin, Cade Snyder, Gabe King, Landon Grindle are the linebackers. Carson Schmidt, Jack Gullett are the cornerbacks. And the safeties tonight for Esac County are Ryan Peterson and Asher Lawler. Fourth play of the drive coming up for the Wolves. They're in Raider territory. Dave, what has stood out for you here for the Wolves so far is IKM Manning going to take an early timeout on this possession. Dave, maybe a little confused on what they wanted to do right there.
Well, I think so. There was a couple guys came in, and I'm not sure if people knew who was supposed to go out. And, and that comes here again, first game of the year, and just try and get everybody acclimated to what's going on.
So a timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Do want to remind you, we do have our Culver's halftime report coming up. Culver's celebrating 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Had some high school volleyball last night. Went down to Audubon last night, and it was Audubon falling to Coon Rapids Bayard. Crusaders then knocked off Panorama, then Audubon fell to Panorama. Casey Minders and I will type up recaps from all of our area football games tonight. We'll get those done over the weekend. We'll also type up the broadcast that we have tomorrow. We have a high school football game tomorrow afternoon. Coon Rapids Bayard taking on Waco up at Des Moines Valley. That'll be a 3 o'clock start with pregame at around 2:25, 2:30 tomorrow here on 93.7 at KKRL. First down for the Wolves. Splitting out to the left is going to be Wyatt Danner. Ramsey under center is going to send Aaron Holtz in motion from left to right. 2 guys in the backfield. They'll hand it off to the second guy, Langle, off the right side, and he's going to pick up a nice gain getting down inside the 40, down to around the 36-yard line. A pickup of 8 on the play. It'll bring up second down and around at 2 to go. They're going to give him 9, so we'll call it second down and 1.
Well, it looks like IKM is, they in the line anyway, they've got a pretty good size advantage, and I think they're just going to utilize that, especially this first drive, and just pound it right down the field.
Danner again splits out to the left. Aaron Holtz, the tight end, on the left side as well. They'll hand it off again to Langle, hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Good penetration that time up front. I think it was Cale Roth that got in there and put some pressure and got some contact in the backfield. A loss of about 2 on the play. He's now going to make it third down. Let's call it 3 to go.
I think Dawson Allen, number 22, he was also big in that play.
I think they just said that Snyder was in on the tackle as well. Kate Snyder, number 70. So good penetration up front that time for Esac County. Again, last year's defense was outstanding. Wyatt Danner again going to split out to the left. Aaron Holtz, the tight end, in the slot on the right side. 2 backs lined up with Ramsey under center. Aaron Holtz now goes in motion. They'll toss it to Langle trying to get the left edge. He's got a block. He slips through some tackles. He's going to pick up the first down as he gets down inside the 30, down around the 28-yard line. A pickup of about 8 on the play, and that'll move the chains again for IKM Manning. And Dave, we talked about it. It was a little surprised Esac came out throwing. Both of these programs are really known for running the football. So the Wolves right now establishing that ground game here early.
Oh, absolutely. They, like I said, they're utilizing the size that they have. And, until they get stopped, why not? Just run that ball down the field and hopefully not take a chance on a turnover.
Ramsey again under center. Aaron Holtz Over on the right side, they're going to roll Ramsey out. He's going to throw it. He's got Arnholtz down there. He'll make the catch. Catch made it around the 16-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 11 on the play, and that is going to move the chains. First passing attempt here tonight for IKM Manning, complete to Arnholtz. Arnholtz had a couple of catches last season, but not a guy that was used very often. But nice throw that time by Ramsey.
Looks like maybe they're going to bring in a measurement. It's pretty close. Oh, they gave it to him.
Yeah. I was going to say, the line of scrimmage was the 27, according to the board, and they had it marked at the 16, so I was thinking it should have been a first down. If my math is correct, right? Yeah.
Well, if they're doing like they're finally doing at the collegiate or the pro level, we got all this technology, and yet we rely on a chain. So
yes,
now they're going to a little different look.
Ramsey out of the shotgun, wants to throw, looking for Danner. Now goes for Rasmussen and lofted it up, and Rasmussen comes up with the catch in the end zone. Nice diving effort and a really well-placed ball that time right over the defender's hand by Ben Ramsey.
Well, they were just out there proving us wrong. We talked about run, and then they throw two passes and score. So, but that's what makes you tough. If you have the diversity to do both things, you're hard to guard.
Yeah, and I tell you what, they sucked them in with the run, and then able to come back and throw the football on two straight plays to score that touchdown. They'll set up now for the extra point. Davis Rasmussen on to kick it. Everybody always kind of lines up a little funky now to start with and then brings them in for the actual extra point. Down to 2 on the play clock. They do get to snap off in time. The kick is up. It is good. And the Wolves have taken a 7-0 lead here early. We'll step away, take a break. Back right after this on 93.7 KKRL.
Here's to the few among the few. To the farmers that set the bar for what's possible. Here's to the guys whose only loyalty is to excellence. To those who refuse to follow the herd. Here's to the best of the best and the Fendt tractors they choose. With the technology, efficiency, and unmatched engineering that defines what's possible, it's easy to see why the best run operations run Fendt. Come see for yourself at Robinson Implement, your Fendt dealer.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM Manning community depends on for their school and sports news. They're excited to bring you the most current and up-to-date information you need to know about the school district and the communities of Irwin, Kirkman, Manila, and Manning, and beyond. If you are not currently a subscriber, it's time that you find out what everyone is talking about. Go Wolves! The Manila Times is proud of you. We got a kickoff here. It is going to end up going out of bounds. Our score here, IKM Manning on top of East Sac County is 7-0. Our score updates brought to you by Dries Company and Eco Water Systems. Raiders, Dave, I think they may take that where it went out of bounds or take it out here. Looks like they're going to put it down at the 35, so that is where East Sac will have their second possession. Dave, this is a team that threw an interception on that first play of the game. Do you think they come back and throw, or do you see them running the football here, trying to establish something?
Well, I think the element of surprise is gone. I would be surprised if they don't, try and run it now and, get their guys focused on what's going on.
Julin again out of the shotgun. Will hand it off to Grindel's got some running room up the middle. Found a seam, makes a man miss at around the 45 and darts out near the 49-yard line to pick up a 14 on the play on the first running play for Landon Grindel, and that's a good way to get some confidence back in the offense.
Oh, absolutely. That was a good initial hole, and then just a good job of running.
Jeff Storyhan in the house taking pictures tonight. You'll find those photos up this weekend on the Jeannie Kirchhoff Facebook page. So, again, thanks to Jeannie for sponsoring that. And the photos are free to download. Jeff, again, has been taking high school photos since the mid-1980s here in the local area. And Dave, I can't say it because he gets mad at me, but you can probably say it. He's one of the best.
Oh, it might be the best.
The best,
and granted, we're probably a little biased, but I've been able to see him as a coach, as a parent, and as a fan, and it's hard. If there's anybody better, I'd like to know who it is.
5-yard pass completed that time to Carson Schmidt. And I agree with you 100%. He just told me one time I'm not supposed to talk about how good he is on the broadcast anymore.
Well, see, you did. You did.
Yep.
I took care of it for you.
Thank you. Grindle again. That time they're going to get this. Good job by Sam Julin to draw IKM Manning offside. That's going to be our first penalty here of the ball game. And changing the snap count, Dave, especially early in the season, is a good way to get teams to jump.
Well, I mean, what better way? You got a young team, and you pick up 6 on a run, and then jump offside. So,
and this is a good answer right now for Esac County after the IKM Manning score after the early turnover. Julin again out of the shotgun. Grindle will lane up left next to him on the left. They'll hand it off. Tackle going to be made that time for IKM Manning by Jace Starman. A pickup down inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play for Grindle. Is going to bring up 2nd down and 8 to go. And Jay Starman, Dave, one of those guys that is poised to have a really big year.
Yeah, I mean, it's you go with your experience, and obviously he's got a lot of potential.
Raiders will have it, ball near the left hash mark. Gullett's going to split out to the right. 2 wide receivers as well to the left. Julin out of the shotgun. Grindle again lines up to his left. They'll send a man in motion. High snap. Julin goes up and gets it, but Ben Langle in the backfield to hit him. Jay Starman helps clean it up. Tackle going to be made back at the 42-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play. And Dave, now Esac County in that position. No offense wants to be its 3rd and long.
No. That was a good job by Langle. I mean, he kind of shot a gap there, and with the motion, that play took a little while to develop, and he stayed home and did a good job.
Dawson Allen, Gullett again split out to the right. 2 wide receivers, including Lawler out here to the left. Shotgun formation again for Julin with Grindle to his left. They're going to look to throw. 4-man rush. He's got some time. No rolls out looking to run. Lango giving chase. Dives for him. Misses him. He's going to be close. Makes a man miss and is going to pick up the 1st down. Diving down and down around at the 24-yard line. They're going to give him the 25, I think, and a pickup that time of about 17 on the play.
Yeah, that was a combination of a really good read by the quarterback, but also the defensive end not doing his job. And Julin got outside, and there was just nobody there.
18-yard gain down to the 24-yard line. 1st down for the Raiders. Ball over on the right hash mark. They hand it off to Grindle. Looking for the edge. He's got the sideline. Slips a tackle, and is going to be knocked out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him out. Davis, he doesn't get knocked out there. He maybe scores on that, as he is going to be stopped, it looks like, at around the 14-yard line. A pickup of 11.
Yeah, this is exactly what Coach McCullough wants to see out of his young team. A little adversity there with a loss on the play and come back with a couple really good runs.
They'll snap it back again to Julin, looking for some place to run. He's going to weave his way down at around the 11 or 10-yard line. Let's give him the 11. That'll be a pickup of 3. It's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll call it about 7 to go. But 7th play of this drive coming up here for the Raiders.
Oh, a great answer to the IKM score.
And doing it on the ground right now, Dave. They've controlled the line of scrimmage against this veteran at Wolves' defensive line.
Oh, absolutely. Again, the initial hole is open, and the backs are doing a good job of having that second guy miss.
7-0 Wolves with the lead. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter play. Raiders now 2nd down and 8 from the 11-yard line. Julin again under center, out of the shotgun, I should say, hands it off to Grindle. He's going to be tackled down at around the 9, a pickup of 2 on the ploy. It's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll call it 6 to go. And I go back to that 3rd and long, and Sam Julin stayed in the pocket until he saw nothing was open, then saw that crease to the edge and took it.
Oh, absolutely. That was a big play.
3rd down and 6, though. 4.5 remaining here in the first quarter. Julin now going to go under center. They'll line up I formation. Lawler splits out here to the left. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Julin takes the snap, hands it off to the 2nd man through the lineup, and that is going to be Grindle, and he is hit and is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Logan Vanami making the tackle near the 9-yard line, so no gain on the play. And it is going to bring up fourth down now. And last year, Luke Wright was the guy they could have leaned on to kick the field goals. He is graduated, so Ashler Lawler, that guy this year. But it looks like, Dave, the Raiders may be going for it here on 4th and 7 from about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think they've got much of a choice. You know, again, you're trying to even if you don't get it, you've now pinned IKM down a little bit. So, you know, this could be a win-win situation.
Gullett again splits out to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. They're going to look to throw. Julin flips it out. It's intercepted. Making the pickoff is Arnholtz. He's got to see him down the sideline, and he's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown in the second interception of the ballgame. This time by Arnholtz, and he returned it, Dave, about 96 yards for the touchdown.
Oh, what a chain of events, a return of events. You know, you've done everything you want to do. You've moved the ball, drove down the field, and, you know, last thing you want is a turnover, but especially a pick six.
So a huge play that time, second interception of the ballgame for East Sac County. Both of them have now led to turnovers and touchdowns. And Davis Rasmussen on again to attempt the extra point. Arnholtz jumped the passing lane. That pass a little bit offline as they were looking for the man that had lined up in the slot that time in Carson Schmidt and just couldn't find him. The ball a little bit behind him. That allowed Arnholtz to jump on it. Davis Rasmussen's kick is up. It is good. And the lead is now 14-0 with 3:25 left here in the first quarter of play. Dave and I will snap away. We'll take a break. Our score update again brought to you by Dries Company, owner of Eco Water Systems.
Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing reliable, affordable, and responsible electricity. Whether watching TV or using the internet, Raccoon Valley's member owners depend on the electricity from Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative to power their lives and to keep them connected with family, friends, and communities. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
At Arcadia Meats, we believe in championing the future, one student at a time. From the gridiron to the court, we're proud to support local high school sports teams because every touchdown, tackle, and spike represents dedication, teamwork, and dreams in the making. Join us in cheering on the stars of tomorrow. Arcadia Meats, proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes who inspire us all.
When you're looking for beautiful, handcrafted arrangements for birthdays, special occasions, or just because, look no further than Christina's Flowers. If you're looking for an eye-catching bouquet, a candy bouquet, or to freshen up your own decor, Christina's Flowers has you covered with fresh, unique arrangements. And guess what? Christina's Flowers is proud to support IKM Manning Wolves team. Shop local and make someone's day special at Christina's Flowers in Manning. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Company alive here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes to recover and perform. Carson Schmidt on the kickoff return finds a seam and gets a good return. Raiders will have good field position for what is going to be their third offensive possession of the ballgame. They'll start out near their own 42-yard line. Dave, they've started at their own 30, their own 35, now their own 42. But they find themselves after a couple of interceptions down at 14-0.
Well, this is where your coaching staff really has to take this young team and say, hey, fellas, yeah, we turned it over and gave up the points, but we did a great job moving the ball. Let's get back to that.
East Sac County with the football again. Julin out of the shotgun. Turns, hands it off to Grindle, tries to pop it to the outside, and right there's Ben Langle. I think I saw a flag come in late. We may get a hold against the Raiders. Tackle was made at the 41, so no gain on the play. That is East Sac already backing up, Dave, so we're going to get a hold against the Raiders. That'll be their first penalty here. And we're almost through a quarter, Dave, and we've only had 2 penalties so far here in the game.
No, that's excellent. I mean, there's at the beginning of the year like that, it's easy to have a bunch of them, and you know the officials doing a good job of keeping it under control, and both teams, you know, pretty well coached.
Penalty going to cost them 10. It'll bring up second down, or first I should say, and 20. 3:05 remaining in the first quarter. 14-0 again, IKM Manning. Julin out of the shotgun. Grindle lines up to his right. He's got trips out here to the right. They want to throw it. They've got Jack Gullett. He's got a seam at a missed block out here on the edge. Davis Rasmussen makes the tackle. It's going to be made out at around the 38-yard line. So a pickup of about 7 on the play, and it'll bring up second down now and about 13 to go. Slips himself out past the 45, out near the 48-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 9 on the play. It's going to bring up third down. We'll call it about 4 yards to go, and that time was able to slip right around Zach Solberg, Dave, who had a one-on-one shot with him out here on the edge.
Yeah, it was a great little move there. And again, now they're, just in 2 plays, they picked up 15 yards, and now they have a very workable 3rd and 5 situation.
Raiders will have it. Ball near the left hash mark. Jeff Blankman, Dave Burks with you here tonight on 93.7 KKRL. New Way Auto Group scoreboard show coming up tonight, 10 to midnight. We're coming to you here from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Julin out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, wants to throw, lobs it out into the flat. It is caught by Dawson Allen. He's going to pick up 6. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll move the chains. And, Dave, that's a good answer after getting that early penalty on first down.
Oh, that's huge. I mean, it does so much for the confidence of your offense. And, back to, doggone, we can move the ball. We just got to take care of the ball.
So we welcome you back here on 93.7 at KKRL. And the football off to Landon Grindle. Grindle with it. And he is going to take it off the left side. He's going to get down around the 42-yard line. A pickup of around 5 on the play. That'll bring up second down now and 5 to go.
Well, they list Grindle is 5'8", 160. He doesn't even look that big, but boy, he's an elusive runner, and even there after first contact, probably picked up 3 more yards.
Shotgun formation. They'll take it, hand it off again to Grindle. Grindle breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, brought down by Solberg, but not before he gets down around the 35-yard line. A pickup of around 6 on the play. And Grindle's done a really nice job of running physical a lot of times.
Oh, that could have been a no loss or 1 yard gain, and he ends up, getting about 6 out of it. So another great run by Jindal.
Shotgun formation again for Julin. Grindle again lines up to his right. 2 wide receivers on either side. They're going to throw this time. They throw it back, and the ball is dropped. Had it in his hands, but Asher Lawler unable to squeeze that one in. Nice looking play that time, Dave. I thought they had it set up pretty well, but it'll bring up second down and 10.
Well, I tell you what, just by the way we're hiding under our bills, the hats, and trying to get that sun, I'll guarantee you that pass, that was coming right out of that sun, and that's a tough catch.
So that's going to bring up second down now. We'll call it 10 to go. Ball at the 35, down to 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Julin again out of the shotgun. Grindle lines up to his left. 2 wide receivers to the right and 2 to the left again. They're going to hand it off to Grindle, trying to get him on the edge on the right side. Cuts it back inside. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Wyatt Danner in on the tackle. He'll get from the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play. That is going to be the final play of the first quarter. Wolves take a couple of turnovers. They take them into points. They lead at 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. And our score updates again brought to you by Dries Company and Eco Water Systems.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the New Way Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Hi, this is Jeremy, General Manager of Manning Municipal Utilities. MMU is a premier provider of fiber internet, natural gas, and electrical services for the town of Manning. All of our services are backed by our dedicated local team members. We are proud to be serving Manning and the surrounding communities. MMU is a proud sponsor of the IKM Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
From the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. Job Plankman, Dave Burks with you. Do have our Motor Inn player of the game coming up in the postgame tonight. Again, Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota and Chevy dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. And don't forget to tune in, of course, coming up on Tuesday for our Rewind program as you get a chance to win a sack of groceries from Market on 30 every week during the regular season this football season. Stop in at Market on 30 and sign up to win the sack of the game. A winner will be announced every Tuesday morning on KCIM Sports Rewind between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. The Market on 30 in the BP Plaza in Carroll. East Sac County with the ball. They'll have it third down and around 5 to go. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line as we get ready to start the second quarter. And Dave made a little longer break, I think, due to the heat that the players have had to deal with the last couple of weeks. But you said it well during the break there. If you look at the stats at the end of the first quarter, it's going to look like East Sac's dominated this game, but they find themselves down right now 14-0.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they have moved the ball down the field. They're moving it again down the field. And you know, I mean, the good news is Manning hasn't hardly touched the football. Right. But unfortunately, the two turnovers have come up big.
Yeah, Wolves have run a total of 6 plays here tonight. East Sac County right now has run 15 plays in the game. Julin out of the shotgun, third down and 2, takes the snap, hands it off. Grindle looking to just power his way up the middle, gets down to the 29-yard line. That's going to be enough to move the chains. Needed a couple and got a couple. And that is going to be a first down for for East Sac County. Grindle up now, Dave, 10 carries unofficially for 44 yards.
Yeah, he's really played well, and you know, no pun intended, he's carried the offense basically these last 2 drives.
Heelan leading Kemper 7-0 into the first quarter. You've got Carroll out 14-0 on Greene County. Woodbine leading at Glidden Ralston right now 8-0. Some of our other area scores. Julin out of the shotgun, takes the snap. It was a high one, fakes the handoff, trying to weave his way through the middle. And he's going to slip his way from the 29 down to about the 27-yard line, a pickup of 2. And a nice job, Dave. First time starting for Sam Julin at quarterback. High snap, made sure he went up and got the football before starting the play.
Yeah, he's played solid. You know, had the turnover, but you know, he's run the offense well. And we talked about penalties. You know, they haven't been jumping offside or anything like that. So yeah, it's good job by Julin.
They gave him a gain of 1, second down and 9 now from the 28-yard line. Another high snap. This time he's able to hand it off to Grindle, but the play is blown up. We've got a flag coming in as well late. Tackle going to be made back at the 30-yard line. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play. But right now we're going to have to wait and see. Do we get a hold? Nope. Face mask going to go against IKM Manning. Dave, when that flag came in where the tackle was being made, I wondered if that could go against the Wolves. So this will be key here to see where they end up marking this. They're going to go from the line of scrimmage, which was the 28. And they're going to take it down inside the 15, 20. So it is going to be the 15. They're going to mark it down at around the 15-yard line. So it's going to be just outside the 15-yard line. And, Dave, that is going to be a first down.
Well, that was a huge play. I mean, if it was holding, you're probably, you know, first and 22 or 3, and instead you got a first down on the 15.
Julin again out of the shotgun. Grindle going to slip from his left to his right. 2 wide receivers on each side. Gullett and Allen split out here to the right. He's going to drop back, wants to throw left. Got Carson Schmidt out there. It's a one-on-one. Able to slip the tackle and dives his way in. Did he get in for the touchdown? No signal yet. They're going to mark him down. It looks like at the 1-yard line or right at the goal line. So it's going to be a pickup of about 15 on the play, and it's going to bring up first down and goal to go. But a nice run that time by Carson Schmidt. And, Dave, they're doing a nice job of just getting those little quick pass patterns.
Yeah, and a pretty good block out there on the edge to give him a little time. Yeah, it's hard to tell. You know, the ball squirted out, but from where we're at, it's just hard to tell at what point.
I formation this time for Julin. He's under center. He's going to keep it. The offensive line that time did not win the battle. We talked about the experience and the size for IKM Manning up front. They had Jay Starman and also, of course, Jack Stanford right there in the middle. They won that. He's going to end up losing a yard. Tackle made back. Clock running here with 9:30 to go in the first half. Culver's halftime report coming up. Julin this time goes out of the shotgun's got Grindle with him. They'll fake the handoff to Grindle. Julin's going to keep it. They'll take it in for the 2-yard touchdown run. So Sam Julin gets the Raiders on the board, and they have answered IKM Manning's a couple of touchdowns off of turnovers.
Hey, you got to give the coaching staff and the ESAC players. I mean, twice now they've answered the call. When things haven't gone well for them. Little things like the holding where you're 1st and 20, picked up a first down, and now after the pick six, you march down the field and get a score. So great job by the staff and by the players.
Ashler Lawler on to attempt the extra point. There's the snap. It's low. Gullett going to try and run for the 2-point conversion. Slips the first tackle, but going to be brought down at around the 6-7 yard line. So the 2-point conversion and the PAT going to fail. And the Wolves lead will be 14-6. Our score again brought to you by Drees Company and Eco Water Systems. Back with more football coming up here on KKRL.
Did you know if you experience a sports injury, Loring Hospital in Sac City has an experienced team that can get you back in the game. With the team approach at Loring Hospital, our physical therapist can provide you the one-on-one personalized rehabilitation you may need. At Loring Hospital, we help athletes of all ages be the safest and best they can be. For more information, call Loring Hospital in Sac City at 712-662-7105. Loring Hospital, extraordinary care right here.
From footings to framing to finish, for farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Of the kickoff here. He's going to return it out near the 37-yard line. So the Wolves going to have just their second possession of the ball game. They'll have a good field position here out near their own 37-yard line. 9:13 to go. And Dave, when was the last time you've seen it? A team leads 14-6. We're midway through the second quarter almost, and they're just having their second offensive possession of the game.
I tell you, if I'm Coach McCullough, I'm pumping those guys up big and bad. That, hey, we can play with these guys and we can get her done.
Ben Ramsey under center. Aaron Holtz goes in motion. They'll turn, hand it off to the second guy and through. Davis Rasmussen finds the left edge, makes the man miss, now cuts it back inside and gets into Raider territory. A late flag coming in down the field. The run going to be down to the 48-yard line, so that's going to be a pickup of 15. We'll see what the penalty is.
Yeah, the back judge was indicating holding.
Okay. And it is going to go against IKM Manning. So, Dave, we talked about not very many penalties, but that is 3 now on IKM Manning, and they're going to have had a first down, but this is going to cost them a good chunk off of that big run.
Yeah, I would assume it looks like, it'll go 10 from the spot of the foul, so they'll still have a nice run.
Yep.
But
where are they marking it from? Are they going to take it all the way back to the line of scrimmage and mark it from the original line of scrimmage? Because the flag came in at the end of the play, at the end of the run, but that's what they're going to do.
Oh,
I haven't seen the official call, yeah.
I've been out of officiating for quite a few years, but I still thought holding was spot of the foul.
Yeah, but they're going to mark it back at the 27-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 20 now. I wonder if there was an offsides before and we didn't see that flag. That's the only thing I can think of.
But they went 10 yards, though.
Yeah.
So if it was offsides,
it would have been only a 5-yard penalty. Yeah. And Coach McCardle down talking to the side judge down here. I'm not for sure exactly what happened there, but it is 1st and 19 from the 27. They'll hand it off again to Davis Rasmussen. Again, he finds some running room. He's got the right edge. He's down the sidelines. Jack Gullett trying to get him out of bounds. He's going to pick up the first down and more as he gets all the way down to the 31-yard line. Let's give him the 30 of East Sac County, and a big run coming off of the penalty there. He picks up 43 on that carry.
It's all about speed. I mean, a good job of the line to get him an initial opening, but, man, he just turned on the jets there.
Let's give him 39 yards on that carry. So that'll again be a first down. They're going to spot him down at the 31-yard line. Ball over on the right hash mark. 8:56 to go here in the first half of play. Ramsey again comes out under center. He's got Danner split out to the left. Aaron Holtz goes in motion from right to left out of the slot. Two guys in the backfield. They'll toss it back again to Rasmussen. Again, he's got that left edge and slips a tackle before being knocked out of bounds down at around the 20. Let's give him the 19-yard line, a pickup of 11 on the play, and that's going to move the chains again. 58 yards now on 4 carries here for Davis Rasmussen. So early in the game, it was a lot of Ben Langle. Now we're starting to see a lot of Davis Rasmussen.
Yeah, he's, his speed is just, it's hard to deal with. East Sac just can't match that right now.
Dave, what are they doing to get him on the edge so easily, though?
Well, it was just kind of a quick pitch, and your ends secure the corner, and, it's just run.
Danner splits out to the left. Two guys in the backfield again in Langle and Rasmussen. Ramsey under center, turns, hands it off this time to Langle up the middle. He'll dive forward, brought down on the play, but gets down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play. It'll bring up at 2nd down and 5 to go. Langle now 5 carries for 23 yards. Clock ticking here with 8:35 to go in the first half of play. And they're going to mark it down just inside the 15.
It was a good job by IKM Manning, too, answering, had that huge penalty and just going through adversity and still keeping things going.
Ramsey wanting to throw Lofson out, but it is over the head of his intended receiver. They were looking for Brock Kuzel. First time they tried to throw it on to him tonight. That's the first incomplete pass for Ben Ramsey. He's 2 of 3 now on the night, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. That'll stop the clock with 8:17 to go. Wolves have the ball on the Raiders 14, and that shows me that they think they're in 2-down territory, I think, right now.
Oh, absolutely. Unless you've got a dominant kicker, which I don't think either team does, yeah, you're just kind of setting things up. They've run the fullback. I'd be surprised if Rasmussen didn't see it.
They give it off to Rasmussen, slips a tackle at the line of scrimmage, but tripped up. He's going to get down to the 9-yard line to pick up. Down to the 13-yard line. He's going to pick up of 1 on the play. That's going to bring up now 4th down and about 4 yards to go.
Yeah, I'm surprised with, how successful he's been running outside that they went kind of off tackle there. But, a lot of times, good coaches set stuff up, that next thing you know, they fake that and somebody's taking off around the corner.
Danner again splits out to the right. They've got 2 guys in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff. Rasmussen or Ramsey again wants to throw. Looks for Kuzel. It is caught. He's going to have the first down. Looks like they're going to spot him down at around the 7. Let's make it the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 6 on the play, and that'll be enough to move the chains. And that was a well-executed play that time. First catch of the night for Brock Kuzel.
Yeah, nice play-action pass, and it looks like he came from the backside. So, when you run that tight end all the way across the formation, people just don't pick him up. So, yeah, good play.
Danner going to split out here to the left. Carson Schmidt will be one-on-one with him. They'll go offset, set up in the backfield. Aaron Holtz again goes in motion with Ramsey under center. They'll hand it off to Rasmussen trying to get the left edge. He's got Asher Lawler out there with him, but he slips a tackle and takes it in for the 7-yard touchdown. Davis Rasmussen with his 2nd score here tonight. And the Wolves have extended their lead back out now to 20-6 with 6:57 left in this first half of play.
Yeah, there was a good initial block, but that was just all set by Rasmussen and Speed. You know, they just couldn't catch him.
So Rasmussen again will come on to attempt the extra point.
You know, I tell you, all the specialization in sports and all the stuff that goes on, it still amazes me why every team doesn't have that really good kicker.
Yep.
You know, if you want a chance to play and impact your team,
yeah,
you know, be a kicker.
Yeah, absolutely. And Davis Rasmussen ends up making it, but gets hit. And he is still down on the field. They're going to help him up. He's going to come out. We do have a flag out on the field. We'll step away, take a break. 21-6, 57 left in the first half. We're back right after this on KKR.
Nothing better exemplifies teamwork than the hard work and dedication of our local area student athletes. The same can be said for the team at Domino Motors in Sac City. Whether it's pre-owned or new, parts or service, Domino Motors has the expertise you don't just need but deserve. To see their full lineup or to view their weekly ad, visit them on Facebook today. Domino Motors, Sac City's ideal Chevy dealer and proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders.
If your hog barn is in need of repair or maintenance, Next Gen Ag Supply in Templeton has you covered. We supply everything from APP line parts and LB White heaters to premium animal health products. For expert service and all the parts you need, call Ryan or Heidi Clucky at 669-3459. Next Gen Ag Supply, your local partner for hog barn solutions and community pride. And we're proud to support our community as sponsors of the IKM Manning Wolves High School sports teams.
One gig capable network and over a century of service, Cornbelt Telephone in Wall Lake is more than just phones. Serving Wall Lake, Lakeview, Sac City, Lytton, and Early with over 90 digital cable TV channels, fiber optic internet speed with unlimited data usage and no contract. We're Cornbelt Telephone, and we're powered by fiber optics so you can do more. Find us on Facebook, call us at 712-664-2221, or visit us on the web at cornbelttelephone.com to see what we can do for you. Go Raiders!
Coming live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman, Dave Burks with you again up in beautiful Wall Lake, Iowa. 21-6, IKM Manning lead right now. The penalty, of course, assessed on the kickoff, so IKM Manning trying to kick one over. And I don't know if they were trying to kick it out of bounds. I think he kicked it maybe a little harder than he wanted to, Dave. But it looked like maybe they were trying to think of maybe kind of an onside kick there.
Well,
because the ball was at the 45-yard line from East Sac County.
I was thinking that. I thought, it'd be a great time. But unfortunately, by kicking it out of bounds, it comes out to the 30, I think. So, they didn't get much out of it. But, yeah, he really, for an onside kick, he really kicked it hard. But, they're even, it's 35. 35. They only got 10 yards on that kickoff.
Sam Julin out of the shotguns, got Grindle out to his right, two wide receivers to the right, and one to the left. They'll hand it off to Grindle, looking for some running room. Powers his way forward and gets his way out to the 40 for a pickup of 5 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 5. Grindle right now unofficially 12 carries for 47 yards.
That's kind of the way his night's been. That was, he got hit about 2 yards downfield and ended up picking up 5. So he's just really has run tough for not being a big running back.
21-6 right now, again in favor of IKM Manning. Again, our score brought to you by Drees Company and Eco Water Systems. They're going to run the fake reverse that time, and they get it, or I should say a jet sweep, and they get the ball to Julin, who keeps it, takes it straight up the middle, gets out to the 45-yard line. And he is going to pick up the first down. I'm still getting back into my football frame of mind here.
I tell you what, as many volleyball, basketball, softball, baseball games as you call it, just to get back into a football mode, I fully understand.
It is amazing. You talk to announcers, and it does. It takes sometimes a game to kind of get, and usually I try to sit down and listen to some old broadcasts just to start thinking about the game. I haven't had time to do that this year.
I think you just got to quit working so hard, Jeff. We could probably talk about it a little better on the golf course. Maybe we need to dust up
Yes.
those.
I haven't got out with you yet
clubs.
this year, have we?
No, we haven't. And now I'm guessing between farming and
Yeah.
football games, we probably won't.
We probably won't. Jack Gullett will split out here to the right. Ashler Lawler splits out to the left. Julin out of the shotgun. Ball spotted here at the 45-yard line. Play clock down to 12. They go on the second count. They'll hand it off to Grindle. And there was no running room there for him. They had that stacked up at the offensive line. Good job again by IKM Manning up front. Logan Vanami, one of those guys is there. No gain on the play. It'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, 57, Jack Sanford. He was big in on that play too. Good penetration.
Ball spotted near the middle of the field. Again, our Culver's halftime report coming up for you. Culver's, 40 years of business overall, 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Julin out of the shotgun, takes the snap, wants to pump fake going downfield, and a nice job that time reading the play by Ben Ramsey, a quarterback himself sitting back there at safety. And Dave, he broke on that play. The ball overthrown. It'll be incomplete. And it's going to bring up now third down, I should say, and 10 to go.
Yeah, borrow a page from Coach Case at South Central Calhoun. He always told guys, do your job.
Yep.
And that was an excellent job out of Ramsey to do his job.
Quarterbacks are usually pretty good safeties a lot of times. They see the field.
Well, and they kind of, they think a little different.
Yep.
Of what can happen, not just what is happening.
Dawson Allen goes in motion. Julin with it, wanting to throw as he rolls out to his left, and now he's hit as he releases it. They are going to say that the arm came forward. It's going to be incomplete. IKM Manning wanted it as a fumble, but the referee right there, the white hat, said nope, the arm was coming forward. And it is going to bring up fourth down now in a punting situation. And David took all the way to 4:55 left in the first half before we had our first potential punt here in the football game.
I mean, it's been an entertaining game.
Yes.
It's been a well-played game thus far. Again, the overall offensive dominance of East Sac, just an inability to put the points on the board.
4:55 remaining here in the first half. Sam Julin, the quarterback, is the scheduled punter. Davis Rasmussen, Ben Langle back deep for IKM Manning. They're setting up at around the 22-yard line, and now we get a flag.
Delay a game
going to go against East Sac County. That'll cost them 5, just their second penalty here tonight. I don't think they took that one to be able to, give him more room to punt. I don't know what Sam's legs like, but yeah.
Yeah.
He's not Torrey Taylor or whatever his name was from Iowa, right?
No, hey, he's a Chicago Bear now,
yeah.
So we're cheering for him now.
High end-over-end kick. Rasmussen going to let it hop, and it'll take an East Sac roll. They'll down it inside the 25 near the Wolves at 23-yard line. That is where IKM Manning will have it for their third possession of the ballgame. 4:46 to go here in this first half of play. They lead it right now by a score of 21-6.
Well, we're going to hang on about another 10 minutes, Jeff, and then maybe we won't have to look into that.
Yes,
that
the sun beginning to dip a little bit.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little easier to see. But I tell you what, you mentioned it in the pregame. I love coming up here. This is a tremendous facility to watch and call football from.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of down in the bowl a little bit, and people parked up on the hill. I mean, it's just old school
high
small
school
football. Yeah, old school, small school.
We got a flag and stop this play. It was a low snap to Ramsey, but we're going to get some movement up front.
I think they called it on East Sac.
I think
Somebody
so as
must
well.
have been,
yeah.
Well,
unless he was pointing at
I think
one of the IKM Manning receivers.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that is going to go against the Wolves. That'll be their fourth penalty here tonight. So that'll cost them 5 yards. 6 penalties total between the two teams here in the first half. Wolves will have it first down and 15 now from the 18-yard line. They'll snap it back to Ramsey. He's looking to throw, wants to go down the right side, underthrows, and it's going to be intercepted by Carson Schmidt, who gets around it. Danner now slips past Arnold. We're going to get a flag on the play. He's still up before Danner comes back to make the tackle at around the 15, 14-yard line, but a big play and a big interception that time for Carson Schmidt from East Sac County.
Blocking the back, which is generally what happens on a turnover like that. But still, it was after the turnover. So East Sac in a good spot right now.
Raiders will have it. They are going to move the ball back a little bit. And that penalty going to be marked off and spotted out near the 27-yard line. So that's going to cost them about 13 yards on that penalty.
Well, this is going to be a huge 4 minutes and 31 seconds. I mean, if East Sac can put one in, huge momentum going into halftime.
I'll have it again at the 27-yard line. 4:31 to go in the first half. Julian out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Grindle, trying to get the left edge. Makes the first guy miss, makes another guy miss, and now dives forward down to around the 22-yard line. A pickup of about 5 on the play. Bring up second down and 5. I like watching Landon Grindle run. He's low to the ground, Dave. Kind of a hard guy to see. He's slippery, can cut pretty well, and he's able to get through arm tackles.
Yeah, it's shifty, I call it.
Yes.
He's just shifty. Nobody puts a good hard hit on him.
Jack Gullett going to split out to the right. 2 wide receivers to the left, which is the short side of the field with the ball over on the left hash mark. Julian out of the shotgun, takes the snap. The ball is loose. He was hit on the play, and IKM Manning's going to fall on the football at around the 24-yard line. Now, let's see. No, they're going to say East Sac came up with it. I thought IKM Manning had it, but coming out of there with the football was Cade Snyder for East Sac County. So a big play by Snyder to recover that one at the about the 24-yard line. So a loss of 2 on the play.
Well, it lost a 2, but man,
still have the football.
Here again, you go back to the potential momentum shift right before half. Well, it's 2-down territory, so they need to get 4 or 5 this one, and then another 3 or 4. So
Jack Gullett splits out to the right. East Sac County, some confusion on what they wanted to do. They had guys kind of scrambling around. They're going to call a quick timeout. We'll take one with them. We're back right after this on 93.7 KKR.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
Forever.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Motor and player of the game coming up here in the postgame. Right now, IKM Manning leading East Sac County 21-6, 3:10 to go in this first half of play. And again, our score updates are brought to you by Drees Company and Eco Water Systems. 3rd down, 7 to go for the Raiders, trying to take advantage of the IKM Manning turnover here just a little bit ago. Ball spotted at the Wolves' 24-yard line. Sam Julin out of the shotgun wants the slant to Gullett. Nice thrown ball, but a good job breaking on it that time by Ashton Arenholtz, who's able to knock it away at the last second. It's going to bring up 4th down now and 7 to go.
Boy, I thought they had that all set up, but you're right. That was a really good play by Arnholtz.
Yeah, sat on that one, Dave. I like watching corners play. That's what I played when I played in high school, and you drop back and you just kind of read, and then he broke at the right time there. Gullett had it in the hands, but he came through and knocked that one out. Schmidt, Lawler split out to the left. Gullett splits again to the right. Allen in the slot on the right side. Julin out of the shotgun with Grindle to his right. High snap, fakes the handoff, throws it down the middle to Allen. It's caught, keeps his balance after taking a hit by Ramsey, who didn't wrap up, and he goes in to score from 24 yards out on a 4th down play.
Oh, nice. Right down the seam. Tell you, when I played tight end in college, we had a little similar play, and it was open 90% of the time. Just that little quick release and straight down the field.
How much do you think that is because of the linebackers biting on that fake handoff on the play action?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's a great play action pass.
Allen with his 2nd catch of the night. This one going for a touchdown. Julin now to attempt a two-point conversion. They've got Allen open. He'll make the catch, but coming up is Arnholtz to make the tackle. The two-point conversion fails. And ESAC gets on the board, but they're going to trail it here 21-12. 2:59 left in the first half. We're back in 30, let's go 90 seconds right here on 93.7 KKRL. Again, our score update brought to you by Drees Company and Eco Water System.
Take a minute and think about your bank. Who's the first person you think of? That person who knows you and you trust to help you just the way you need it. At Bank Midwest, that's the kind of relationship we have with our customers. Because when it comes to your money, technology is great, but someone you can really talk to is indispensable. If that's what you want in a bank, we're your bank. Bank Mid who? Bank Midwest, the one with the just right banker for you. Member FDIC.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM Manning Wolves.
Jacobson Seed, family owned and operated for more than 85 years. But why is it important for you to do business with a family-owned seed company? At Jacobson Seed, we are proud of our family-owned heritage. Our commitment goes beyond just selling seed. It's about cultivating relationships and sharing our passion for growth. It's about treating you like a member of our family. Our roots run deep with generations of knowledge and expertise that we pour into every seed we sell. Jacobson Seed, your American veteran, family-owned seed company.
IKM Manning going to have the football out of their own about to 27-yard line, actually 38-yard line, as we get back to action here. Jeff Blankman and Dave Burks with you. 2:54 left here in the first half. And, Dave, you mentioned after that turnover it was going to be an important last 4:51 of the half. I think it's going to be an important now last 2:54 here because IKM Manning may need to answer here because ESAC's grabbed the momentum.
Yes, definitely.
Now hand the football off to Ben Langle. Langle hitting the backfield, breaks a tackle, now fights his way forward and gets out near the 46-yard line. Going to mark him down there. That'll be a pickup of 8 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2, and that play, Dave, looked like it was stopped for nothing.
Boy, yeah, I mean, that was both teams are like yes and then no and yes, and it was a great run. I thought he was sacked.
Let's give him to the 45, a gain of 7. Again, Ramsey under center, turns, hands it off again to Langle. Langle dragging guys with him. They'll mark him down now just inside the 50, a pickup of 5 on the play. That'll be enough to move the chains. 3rd play of the drive coming up. Ben Langle unofficially 7 carries for 35 yards. Again, our Culver's halftime report coming up. Jeff Blankman, Dave Burks with you here. Motor Inn player of the game coming up in the postgame. Wyatt Danner splits out to the right. Kuzel, Rasmussen split to the left. Ramsey out of the shotgun with Langle lined up to his right. They want to throw. Pressure now comes. He's hit as he releases it, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking out in the flat that time for Wyatt Danner, and probably lucky underthrew that one just a little bit.
That's good pressure by Chedester. Got into the quarterback's face there.
Don't forget, again, our New Way Auto Group scoreboard show coming up tonight from 10 to midnight. Also, we thank Mason Nealon. He's back in the studio right now. We've got a web page on our website at sports.1380kcm.com. It's the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show, or New Way Ford scoreboard show, our scoreboard page. And we are updating scores from all of our area districts on the website as they are happening. So just look for that, and you can keep refreshing it to get updated scores throughout the night from all of the games that we've been able to get scores from. Davis Rasmussen finds his team, breaks one up the middle. They get him down in the secondary, but not before he gets all the way down to the 25-yard line. Dave, a little counter it looked like on that, and he found a crease right away.
Yeah, a little counter trap, and boy, the defense was going with the initial play action, and he busted through in a hurry.
First down now, ball at the 25-yard line. The clock moving, though, with 1:35 to go here in the first half of play. ESAC was trying to run a sub on. Now they're going to run that sub back out. Danner splits out here to the left. Ramsey under center, sends Arnold's in motion right to left. They'll toss it back to Langle. He's trying to get the outside, cuts it back inside. He'll dive forward down to around the 21-yard line. A pickup of about 4 on the play. And now, Dave, they've got 2 timeouts left, but they're going to have to hurry a little bit here. And now we've got an injured Raider down on the field as Asher Lawler is slow to get up here, and that's going to stop the clock with 1:10 to go here in the first half. And hopefully the young man going to be all right. The last thing you ever want to see is somebody getting injured.
Yeah, he did a good job coming up. You know, it could just, little stinger in the shoulder or something like that.
And they're looking at him. He's out there at around the 21, 22-yard line. Again, the ball spotted at the 21 over on the left hash mark. We'll stay here for just a moment as quickly the coaching staffs and the trainer out to take a look at him. He's on his back out on the field. Dave, what has IKM Manning done here to be able to answer that strike from Esac here a moment ago? Haven't put points on the board here yet, but they've moved the football and are threatening.
Well, they've gone away from Rasmussen and, have been running Langle. And he's just been powering 10 yards, 8 yards, 15 yards. Just approaching a little different. And then, good play calling. They run him, and then they run that little counter in Rasmussen that goes for about 30 yards. So, good job of setting things up.
Lawler going to be helped up. Looks like he's going to be able to walk off the field under his own power, which is a good sign. Crowd giving him a nice applause out here. So, does have the helmet off. So I'm sure he'll be looked at when he gets over here to the sidelines. But be nice to see him healthy and back out onto the field here yet tonight if possible. Kuzel going to split out to the right. Looks like Langle going to join him out there. IKM Manning's got a new running back in the backfield, and that is Carson Lorenzen. First time he's been on the field here tonight. Lorenzen, 2 carries for 8 yards a year ago. And now IKM Manning, no Esac County calling a timeout because they were still trying to figure out, I think, who they were going to get into the game defensively. We'll step away with them back in 30 seconds here on KKRL.
Here's to the few among the few, to the farmers that set the bar for what's possible. Here's to the guys whose only loyalty is to excellence, to those who refuse to follow the herd. Here's to the best of the best and the Fendt tractors they choose. With the technology, efficiency, and unmatched engineering that defines what's possible, it's easy to see why the best run operations run Fendt. Come see for yourself at Robinson Implement, your Fendt dealer.
Minute 10 to go here in the first half. IKM Manning up 21-2. Our score updates again brought to you by Drees Company and Eco Water Systems. Ben Ramsey in the backfield. 2nd and 5 for IKM Manning. And now we get a whistle from the over on the IKM Manning side. Are they looking at the spot or what are they looking at here? Oh, they've got lights on a vehicle over here on the side. So they're going to get that vehicle to hopefully turn its lights off. Surprised that they're doing one, Dave, over on the side, because that doesn't impact the kids out on the field a whole lot.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get that person's attention to get them. I'm sure they just need to shut the vehicle off, and now they have.
It's funny, you got that big old sun on the west side, and the kids fight through it, but one person's got their lights on. We got to stop the game.
They're going to throw a little screen out to Davis Rasmussen in the flat. He got a block, but we're going to get a hold out there on Ben Langle. He is going to get down inside the 10, but that one going to be called back as Langle had a one-on-one out there, Dave, and both of the flags came right where he was blocking, so that one's going to be coming back.
And that's such, as a blocker, you're not sure where the ball carrier is.
Yep.
And as shifty as Rasmussen is, is he cutting inside? Is he cutting outside? And they've expanded the rules to where you can put your hands on him more. Well, then you get a hold of something and you don't let go. And, it's
tough.
It's a tough spot to be in.
Ball moved back to the 31-yard line. 1:03 remaining here in this first half of a play. And right now, the official standing over the ball, holding things up here. They'll bring it out. Wolves have it second down and 15. Now they'll wind the clock. Ramsey under center will send Arenholtz in motion left to right. They'll turn. They hand it off to Arenholtz. He's got some running room coming back. He takes it around the left side, tries to get out of bounds. He's going to be tackled down at around the 13-yard line. A pickup of 18 going to be enough, but we've got another flag back here at around the 29-yard line. I think that, and we got a chop block on that one, blocked below the waist. So another penalty on IKM Manning, and if you're Coach McCulver, 6 of them here in the first half.
Oh.
That's going to be something I'm sure you're going to talk to the guys about at the halftime. They'll mark that one off from the 30. It's a 5-yard penalty. 6 penalties now, 40 yards. But, David, doesn't always matter the number of the penalties or the yards. It's the situations and what it might cost you.
Absolutely. And, you know, I mean, the first quarter and a half, we didn't have a lot of penalties. Right. You know, and I think a lot of it is fatigue. You know, the kids aren't used to this, not the heat. You know, they're getting a little tired, which creates some mistakes.
Ottoman now up 24-12 on Cam. Ramsey rolls out, makes a guy miss, now throws it. It's complete to Danner. He's going to be tackled down at around the 15-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 20, going to be really close to the first down as he picks up 20 on the play. First catch tonight for Danner. And a good job by Ramsey. It looked like he was going to stop and run, or kind of got loose and maybe take off running, but he stopped and threw that one. And the tackle going to be all the way down to the 14, so that is going to be a first down.
Well, he had the defender in pursuit and still did a good job of keeping his eyes downfield. So, you know, you hear the pros and the colleges talk about how important that is, and that's a great job by a high school quarterback.
IKM Manning takes a timeout here. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Clock, Dave, down to 23 seconds left, unless they're going to try to adjust the clock here a little bit. But the clock was right now at 23 seconds left here in the game. Or in the half. They're going to move it up, it looks like, to about 26 seconds maybe. So not a lot of time for IKM Manning. You're probably going to try to call 2 plays here, I imagine.
Well, and they've got 2 timeouts on the board, but do they have 2 left, or was that the second one they just called?
If they took that one, they should, I think, be down to 1 because they took one earlier in the game.
So as long as you got that 1 timeout, you've got a lot of options.
Do you go for the end zone here, or do you just try to gain some yards and get yourself in a little better position? Maybe Davis Rasmussen tries a field goal if you can get him down inside around the 10 or so.
I'm sure IKM Manning's thinking score, touchdown. You know, again, they're inside the 15, 26 seconds. One timeout left, so there's a lot of things they can do.
Ball on the right hash mark at the 14. Aaron Holtz goes in motion from right to left. They'll toss it back to Langle. He's following his blockers. He's going to jump over a guy and then jump out of bounds to stop the clock with 21 seconds to go. They're going to mark him down, it looks like, at around the 7 or 8 yard line, so a pickup of either 6 or 7 on the play, but it'll bring up now second down and about 6 to go.
Very heads-up play by Langle. You know, a lot of kids just don't think that, you know, maybe try and cut back and make a bigger play, but, you know, the important thing that time was to get out of bounds. So very heads-up play by Langle.
They'll give him a gain of 7. It'll bring up second down now in 3 from the 7-yard line. Ramsey again goes under center. Danner split out here to the right. They're going to roll out Danner. He's got some running, or Ramsey. He's got some running room. Now does a hesitation move, tries to run over a guy. Does he get into the end zone? He does. A 7-yard touchdown run from Ben Ramsey, and the Wolves score with 12 seconds remaining here in the half. And that was just physical effort there. Had a guy at the goal line, Dave. He lowered the shoulder and just ran him over.
Well, and you know, you have a quarterback with experience, and that drive right there, so many times he really showed, you know, the value of that experience.
Davis Rasmussen on again to attempt the extra point. The lead right now is 27-12, and now IKM Manning's going to take, I think, their final timeout here of the half. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Again, our score updates brought to you by Dries Company and Eco Water Systems. Dries Company, of course, buying Eco Water Systems here recently. Our Culver's halftime report coming up. And again, New Way Ford. They've got the scoreboard show 10 to midnight tonight on KCIM. We'll have Mason Nealon, Todd Danner, and Jeff Hoddle. We'll have interviews with all 9 of our area football coaches. We'll get those on. We'll get you all the scores from our area districts and from around the state of Iowa. Not just our local scores, but all of the teams in our districts. We also have the New Way Ford scoreboard page on our website, so you can go to the website and you can look at scores being updated as the games are going on at night. So we appreciate that. South Central Calhoun up 21-0 now at halftime over Pocahontas area. And got a lot of people to thank. I'll do it on a rewind program, but I have kids and adults at every one of the games that tweet me and tag me in scores at the end of each quarter. So we thank everybody that helps out with that. Davis Rasmussen on to attempt the extra point here. Snaps there. The hold is down. The kick is up. It is good. And the lead is extended now to 28-12 as the Wolves capitalize on an 8-play drive. We'll step away, take a break, back right after this on KKRL.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Welcome you back here on the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And Dave, we've had kind of an explosive first half, 28-12 right now, 6 touchdowns in the first half here between these two teams combined.
Well, to me, the impressive thing is the answers. I think we started at 4.5 minutes how important it was for East Sac to score. Well, East Sac did score, but just like that, IKM Manning then turns around and has a lengthy drive, had a penalty that nullified a big play, but yet still came back, and they marched down and scored. So, and it has really happened all half. Both teams have really overcome some tough situations and continue to put points on the board.
Davis Rasmussen will kick it off, ball at the 40-yard line again. He's going to put it over near that right hash mark. Only 12 seconds left here in the half. Raiders got a couple of guys up back at deep, but they're not real deep. There's another squib kick by Rasmussen, and that is going to be a left, and it's going to be IKM Manning falling on the football as it was Jack Gullett, Dave, going over to try and recover it. He slipped down. You got to wonder if it's starting to cool down and maybe the grass getting a little damp. He slips down, doesn't land on the ball, and diving on the football that time for IKM Manning. That looked like number 7, Ben Ramsey.
Well, I thought, from the angle we're at, I thought, oh, goodness, they're going to kick it out of bounds. And I wonder if East Sac didn't think that, too. And then, we know how a football can bounce.
10 seconds left here in the half. Wolves will have the football. A chance to add to it. I'm guessing they're going to throw here. Arenholtz, Danner, Rasmussen split out to the right. Kuzel splits to the left. Ramsey out of the shotgun. Rolls back, now drifts out to his left a little bit. He's looking for Kuzel, throws it up to him. It's going to be over everybody's head. It'll fall incomplete, but the clock stops with 3 seconds left. That'll give them another opportunity here to try and get one in the end zone here. They'll get one final play, Dave. But a touchdown here, and that's a huge.
Oh, that would be a backbreaker.
Yes.
And hey, I want to mention again the play of Ramsey at quarterback. Right there, he could have ran with it. Probably wouldn't have scored and would have ran out the clock. But turned and just threw it deep. Still has 3 seconds. With a chance at another play. So he has really. I see there's an East Sac guy down right now.
Down on the field right now. They're helping him up. I'm trying to wait to see if I can get the number of the young man. But the coaching staff and everybody out to help him up off of the field, and that is Calvin Chedester. And he's got a little bit, he's walking, had a little bit of a limp when he got up. Dave, still a little bit of a limp, but not too bad. So the Wolves will have it again, ball near the right hash mark. 3 seconds remaining here in the first half. IKM Manning leading it right now, 28-12. Down right now, it doesn't matter. This will probably, unless we have a penalty, be the final play of the first half. Ramsey drops back again, wants to throw. He's throwing one, looking for Rasmussen, and the ball is incomplete. Really good coverage. And we are going to get a flag coming out of the end zone, so I think we're going to get some pass interference. Going to go against, I'm assuming, East Sac County on that one. And David, almost looked like, from my point of view, that the Raider defender that time had Ryan Peterson had a chance to go up and get the ball. I think he was making a play on the ball.
No, that's.
But IKM Manning, if that's on East Sac, we'll get another chance here, and they are with an untimed it down. Is that penalty going to mark the ball down? Yeah. And East Sac County going to take their final timeout. They're going to mark that ball down at around the 10 or 11 yard line. Now, Dave, I don't know for sure, but what are you thinking here? Do you think Davis Rasmussen, with what we've seen from extra points, has got a chance to maybe kick a field goal? Or do you go for 7 here from around the 11 yard line?
I think you got to go for 7. The thing with at any level, number one, you got to have a good snap. You got to have somebody that can get that hold down. You got to have somebody that can kick it, and your lineman got to remember to block. So there are so many potential things that can fail on an extra point like that or a field goal. They got a couple of bigger guys. Arnholtz, you throw up the jump ball and not necessarily a Hail Mary. Well, they got a tee out there.
Rasmussen is going to kick
shows
it.
what I know, Jeff.
Yeah.
Shows what I know.
It'll be a 29-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Ben Ramsey is the holder, the quarterback. There's the snap. It's not a good snap. Ramsey now is going to have to throw. He's got a man open, wide open, and Arnholtz. It was a little high. He couldn't squeeze it in. Dave, they just scored a touchdown on that, but it falls incomplete.
Wide open.
And that is going to end the first half of play.
All right, maybe I do know a little bit. It was a bad snap.
It was a bad snap.
Like I said, that's what makes that kind of tough.
Our halftime score 28-12, brought to you again by Grease Company and Eco Water Systems. We've got our Culver's halftime report coming up next here on KKRL.
From bump, set, spike to the crack of the bat, at Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports. And we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams. From Motor Inn of Carroll.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM Manning community depends on for their school and sports news. They're excited to bring you the most current and up-to-date information you need to know about the school district and the communities of Irwin, Kirkman, Manila, and Manning, and beyond. If you are not currently a subscriber, it's time that you find out what everyone is talking about. Go Wolves! The Manila Times is proud of you.
Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing reliable, affordable, and responsible electricity. Whether watching TV or using the internet, Raccoon Valley's member owners depend on the electricity from Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative to power their lives and to keep them connected with family, friends, and communities. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
At Arcadia Meats, we believe in championing the future, one student at a time. From the gridiron to the court, we're proud to support local high school sports teams because every touchdown, tackle, and spike represents dedication, teamwork, and dreams in the making. Join us in cheering on the stars of tomorrow. Arcadia Meats, proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes who inspire us all.
When you're looking for beautiful, handcrafted arrangements for birthdays, special occasions, or just because, look no further than Christina's Flowers. If you're looking for an eye-catching bouquet, a candy bouquet, or to freshen up your own decor, Christina's Flowers has you covered with fresh, unique arrangements. And guess what? Christina's Flowers is proud to support IKM Manning Wolves team. Shop local and make someone's day special at Christina's Flowers in Manning. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to noon.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, Homer's warranty forever.
Halftime show brought to you here tonight by Culver's, celebrating 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Jeff Blankman and Dave Burks with you here tonight up in Wall Lake, opening night of the high school football season. Non-district matchup here tonight between the ESAC Raiders and the IKM Manning Wolves. And Dave, as we look back, 3 turnovers for ESAC County in the first half. That's not including what turned into an onside kick here at the end of the first half. IKM Manning has turned it over once, but the Wolves have taken advantage of those turnovers. They lead it here 28-12. For a while, ESAC had outgained them in the first half because they had more possessions with the football, but turnovers and stuff have hurt ESAC, while penalties have kind of done in IKM Manning a few times.
Yeah, it's kind of a contrast, but early ESAC was very dominant, but part of the reason they were dominant was they had the ball all the time.
Yep.
You know, I know at one point you said that IKM Manning had only run 6 plays. Well, once IKM got the ball, I think they actually scored about every time. So, they're able to run. They've had some big pass plays, and anytime you have that diversity offensively, you're going to be in a good situation. And ESAC, that first pick 6, that was such a critical play because they had done so many good things. But young quarterback, he's going to learn and he's going to get better.
How have you seen Sam Julin turn things around after that? At one time, he had thrown 3 balls. 2 of them were intercepted. He's now 5 of 11, only 58 yards, but does have a touchdown pass here in the game to go with those 2 interceptions. So I think you've seen some growth from him here in this first half.
Oh, I think you're absolutely right. First time out quarterback, especially against a good IKM Manning defense. So, I think he's getting better. I think the IKM Manning defense has gotten a little better because ESAC hasn't been able to run the ball quite as efficiently.
For ESAC, what do you think is working? Grendel's run well, but when they can't get him established, not a lot of the other things have probably gone the way they've wanted to in the first half.
Right. They've run Julin a little bit.
Yep.
I think you could run him a little more. Play action passes, which have worked really well. Do it instead of 3rd and 5. 1st and 10, run that play action, and then hopefully that opens up your receivers a little better and makes it easier for your quarterback. So there's options there, but. And they've got to get their defense cranked up a little bit so that IKM Manning just can't score every time they get the ball.
What do they need to change? How do they slow down Ben Langle and Davis Rasmussen? Because at times both of those guys have been able to hurt him in the ground game.
I think you got to have pressure out of your front 3 or 4 guys, 5 guys, whatever. You can't let somebody Rasmussen's speed not get hit for the first 5-6 yards. The other running back,
Ben Langle.
Langle, yeah. I mean, he's a big, strong kid. And there again, if he's getting 5 yards without getting hit, he's just good enough that he's going to get it 10 yards after he is hit. So, they've got to get a little better pressure up front.
We'll step away, take a break, back with more of our Culver's halftime report coming up. And again, IKM Manning leading ESAC at the halftime, 28-12. Here on 93.7 KKRL.
For more than 40 years, Culver's has brought you fresh, never frozen deliciousness. And since 2012, we have been proud to serve the Carroll community. From mouth-watering burgers to our one-of-a-kind custards, our goal at Culver's is simple. Satisfy your hunger with the highest quality products delivered to you with a smile. Whether you are a coach, player, or parent, Culver's is the perfect destination to build team spirit. Come celebrate 12 years in Carroll with us.
Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
Hi, this is Jeremy, General Manager of Manning Municipal Utilities. MMU is a premier provider of fiber internet, natural gas, and electrical services for the town of Manning. All of our services are backed by our dedicated local team members. We are proud to be serving Manning and the surrounding communities. MMU is a proud sponsor of the IKM Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
Did you know if you experience a sports injury, Loring Hospital in Sac City has an experienced team that can get you back in the game. With the team approach at Loring Hospital, our physical therapist can provide you the one-on-one personalized rehabilitation you may need. At Loring Hospital, we help athletes of all ages be the safest and best they can be. For more information, call Loring Hospital in Sac City at 712-662-7105. Loring Hospital, extraordinary care right here.
From footings to framing to finish, for farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
KKRL weather. Lows around 55 tonight under clear skies, northwesterly winds around 5 miles per hour. High temperatures reach up to 83 tomorrow. Bright sunshine expected. Clear skies tomorrow night, lows dip down to about 57. Temps below average Sunday and Monday with highs in the mid-70s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. See the full forecast and the Brinks Exteriors radar at 937KKRL.com. Currently, it's 64 degrees.
Halftime show again brought to you by Culver's. Again, 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Want to remind you as well, we'll announce our Sack of the Game winner coming up Tuesday on our KCM Sports Rewind program. Again, to win a sack of groceries from Market on 30 every week during the regular season, this football season. Stop in on Market on 30 and sign up to win a sack of the game. A winner will be announced every Tuesday morning on KCM Sports Rewind between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Market on 30 in the BP Plaza in Carroll. We are coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Let's run you through what happened in the first half. Esac County got the opening kickoff here tonight. On the very first play of the game, they were intercepted, and IKM Manning took over on their own 44-yard line. 6 plays later, Ben Ramsey had a beautiful pass where he hit Davis Rasmussen for a 16-yard touchdown, dropped it right over the defense, and Rasmussen made a terrific diving catch, and the Wolves got the PAT, led it 7-0 with 8:30 to go in that first quarter of play. Esac would get the ball back, and they would look like they were going to go down and score. They got down on a 9-play drive, but Ashton Arenholtz jumped a pass that was a little behind the receiver, returned it about 95 yards down the sideline for a touchdown, and that put the Wolves up after the PAT from Davis Rasmussen, 14-0 with 3:25 to go in the first quarter of play. Esac then would answer. They got the ball for their third possession, started at their own 42-yard line with 3:18 to go in the first half. 9 plays later, Sam Julin would take it in from 2 yards out with 9:19 to go in the first half, and the PAT was no good. That made it a 14-6 lead for the Wolves. Wolves would get the ball at their own 33-yard line with 9:13 to go in the half. 6 plays later, Davis Rasmussen scored on an 8-yard touchdown run. The PAT was good, and the Wolves pushed their lead to 21-6 with 6:59 remaining in that first half of play. Esac would get the ball again. Our only punt of the first half. 6 plays later, they would punt the football away. IKM Manning would take over at their own 23-yard line. But on the first play, it was intercepted by Carson Schmidt. He would return it deep down in to IKM Manning territory, but a block in the back brought it back a little bit. They would start at the Wolves' 27-yard line with 4:31 to go in the half. And 4 plays later, Sam Julin hit Dawson Allen for a 24-yard touchdown with 2:59 left to go in the half. The two-point conversion failed, and that made the score 21-12. IKM Manning then got the ball at their own 38-yard line with 2:54 left. 8 plays later, Ben Ramsey scored on a 7-yard run off the left side. The PAT from Davis Rasmussen was good. That made it 28-12. IKM Manning then kicked off. East Sac failed to fall on the football, and IKM Manning recovered it at the Raider 24-yard line with 10 seconds left. They went for a field goal. The snap was bad. They had Ashton Arnold wide open at about the 5. He'd have walked into the end zone. The ball was a little high. He was stumbling backwards trying to jump and catch it. It slid through his hands, and that is how the first half came to an end with the Wolves up 28-12. Unofficial statistics in the first half for IKM Manning. Ben Langle, 9 carries for 46 yards. Davis Rasmussen, 7 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Ben Ramsey, 2 carries, 7 yards, and a touchdown. Ramsey throwing the ball 4 of 9 for 54 yards. He's got an interception and a touchdown. Brock Huzel, 1 catch for 6 yards. Davis Rasmussen, 1 catch for 16 yards and a touchdown. Wyatt Danner, 1 catch for 21 yards, and Ashton Arnold, 1 catch for 11 yards. Wolves unofficially 6 penalties for 40 yards. So I've got IKM Manning 145 yards on the ground, 54 yards through the air for a total offense of 198 yards in the first half. For East Sac County, Landon Grindle, 14 carries, 54 yards. Sam Julin, 9 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown. They've got 81 yards on the ground here in the first half. Passing wide, Sam Julin, 5 of 11 for 58 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Jack Gullett, 1 catch for 8 yards. Dawson Allen, 2 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown. And Carson Schmidt with 2 catches for 20 yards. So 81 yards on the ground, 58 yards to the air for a total offense of 139 for East Sac County in the first half. Again, our score right now, 28-12. We'll step away, take a break. We'll come back. We'll take a look at some other scores from around our area when we come back next right here on the Culver's Halftime Report on 93.7 KKRL.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Nothing better exemplifies teamwork than the hard work and dedication of our local area student athletes. The same can be said for the team at Domino Motors in Sac City. Whether it's pre-owned or new, parts or service, Domino Motors has the expertise you don't just need but deserve. To see their full lineup or to view their weekly ad, visit them on Facebook today. Domino Motors, Sac City's ideal Chevy dealer and proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders.
If your hog barn is in need of repair or maintenance, Next Gen Ag Supply in Templeton has you covered. We supply everything from APP line parts and LB White heaters to premium animal health products. For expert service and all the parts you need, call Ryan or Heidi Clucky at 669-3459. Next Gen Ag Supply, your local partner for hog barn solutions and community pride. And we're proud to support our community as sponsors of the IKM Manning Wolves High School sports teams.
1 gig capable network and over a century of service, Hornbelt Telephone in Wall Lake is more than just phones. Serving Wall Lake, Lakeview, Sac City, Lytton, and Early with over 90 digital cable TV channels, fiber optic internet speed with unlimited data usage and no contract. We're Hornbelt Telephone, and we're powered by fiber optics so you can do more. Find us on Facebook, call us at 712-664-2221, or visit us on the web at hornbelttelephone.com to see what we can do for you. Go Raiders!
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Take a minute and think about your bank. Who's the first person you think of? That person who knows you and you trust to help you just the way you need it. At Bank Midwest, that's the kind of relationship we have with our customers. Because when it comes to your money, technology is great, but someone you can really talk to is indispensable. If that's what you want in a bank, we're your bank. Bank Mid who? Bank Midwest, the one with the just right banker for you. Member FDIC.
Halftime show rolling on here on 93.7 KKRL. About 2 minutes 53 seconds from getting that second half underway. IKM Manning leading East Sac County right now 28-12 on a beautiful opening night of the high school football season. We're in Wall Lake, Iowa, and a beautiful facility up here. Steve Nutzman does a great job of keeping the field in great condition, and it was ready for that opening night. Dave, I know you do a lot of mowing at the South Central Calhoun and the Lytton facilities and stuff. It's been a good year for rain, and you can tell with a lot of the football facilities this year.
Oh, yeah. I know the junior high field that I mow in Rockwell City, they didn't even put water on it this year. If you don't have a good lawn or a good football field this year, you never will.
Yeah, we've had some dry years. This not one of them, even though it's been dry here as of late. Let's run you through some scores here of some of our other local games right now. It is Bishop Heelan leading Kemper in the third quarter. Kemper just scoring here to cut that one to 19-8. Casey Minders and Doug Waniger calling that one again on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCIM. Woodbine leading over at Glen Ralston 22-0 in the second half. South Central Calhoun up at Pocahontas area up 21-0 at half. Audubon was trailing early at Cam. The Wheelers have come back to lead that one 24-12. That one in the third quarter. Carroll jumped up 14-0 on Greene County. That one is now 14-14 in the second half. And again, if anybody's got an Arweva score, tag me, Arweva at Ixira, Elkhorn, Kimballton. Tag me or text me if you have my phone number and text me a score of that Arweva. That's the only local game that I have not gotten an update from here tonight. So if you've got a score of that Ixira, Elkhorn, Kimballton, Arweva ball game, it'd be nice to have that one as well. But that's an update from all of our other scores. Dave, you were talking about it here during the break. If you're IKM Manning right now, you're up 28-12, but you get the football to start the second half here. So if you're East Sac County, you got to make a stop here. If you're Wolves, you want to come out here and score and push this lead and see if you can't put maybe a little bit of doubt in the Raiders' minds.
Well, there's always critical junctures of a game, and at this point, the start of the second half, it is just so critical score-wise as much as morale-wise that East Sac gets a stop. If IKM goes down right away, IKM Manning, goes down and scores, goes up 35-12, then it becomes hard to get motivated and play like you should. So East Sac has done a lot of good things.
Yep.
A couple huge turnovers, obviously. It was 14-0 at half. So the second quarter, the East Sac played them 14-12. So, you bank on that, but, it still boils down to this first series with IKM Manning getting the ball.
Asher Lawler has been the guy that's kicking off for East Sac County, Dave, but injured in that first half, so he is not going to be kicking off for them. Cade Snyder looks like the guy that's going to line up and kick off here tonight. And I want to give a shout-out to one of the all-time greats in Iowa high school play-by-play, Gary Buckland, listening to the ball game. Longtime announcer, of course, over at Creston at KSIB years ago and stuff. And his son-in-law is Eric McCullough.
Oh,
of course,
okay.
His daughter is Angie McCullough. He's listening in Bonner Springs, Kansas. So a shout-out to a friend of mine in the business and just a friend of mine in general. And Gary Buckland. Davis Rasmussen will return the kickoff, runs into a wall of players at the 35, pushes his way forward out to the 37-yard line, and that is where IKM Manning will have it first down and 10, 11:55 left here in the third quarter of play. Arweva up right now, 28-0 at the halftime. So there's an update. Ramsey takes it, hands it off. Langle's got some running room. He finds the outside and dives forward for the first down, getting out near the 48-yard line, a pickup of 11 on the first play of this second half. That'll move the chains. That's going to put him up to about 57 yards rushing so far here in this ballgame.
You know, it's just quite a contrast, you know, when you run Rasmussen that's 5'6", 140 with good speed, and then next thing you know, you got Langle at 190 who also has pretty good speed.
And now they give it off to Rasmussen on a counter, and he's got some running room, slips a tackle, fights his way through. He's going to be knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 40, down near the 37-yard line. Late flag it coming in, pick up 15. Dave, did we get a hit out of bounds on that one?
I think that was a little frustration there. Kind of rode him out and then took him down when he was out of bounds.
And if that's the case, that's going to be another 15 moved on from the 33-yard line. So that should mark it down to around at the 18-yard line. And that is where they're going to have it. They're going to mark it all the way down to the 17, and that's where the Wolves will have it first down and 10.
That was a page out of the old playbook there.
Yes.
A little single wing action there.
They'll line up again with Arnholtz in the slot left side. He goes from left to right. They'll hand the football off, and Langle's got some running room. Powers his way forward down to about the 10-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the play. That'll bring up second down and about 3 to go. And what adjustments has IKM Manning made? Because all of a sudden now they're dominating up front these first few snaps of the second half.
Well, the strength that they have is experience and then the size of their line, and I think they're using both those. I mean, the line's firing off. Langle's running hard in particular, and they look good right now.
Danner split out to the left. Arnholtz in motion from right to left. They'll hand it off again to Langle. Cuts back, started left, cuts back right, slips down, but does he get into the end zone? He does. A 9-yard touchdown run that time for Ben Langle.
Yeah, that was
IKM Manning stretches that lead out now to 34-12.
That was a very impressive drive to start the second half for IKM Manning.
And that was all on the ground, Dave, and just old-school physical football.
Well, you know, when you can run a 190-pound fullback and Langle as successful as they did, you know, it really sets up Rasmussen for, you know, like the counter they ran. It wasn't pretty, but it went through.
Davis Rasmussen does get the extra point, and it is now 35-12, 10:41 to go here in this third quarter of play. We're back after this on 93.7 Kick Here. All score updates again brought to you by Dries Company and Eco Water System.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM Manning Wolves.
Jacobson Seed, family owned and operated for more than 85 years. But why is it important for you to do business with a family owned seed company? At Jacobson Seed, we are proud of our family owned heritage. Our commitment goes beyond just selling seed. It's about cultivating relationships and sharing our passion for growth. It's about treating you like a member of our family. Our roots run deep with generations of knowledge and expertise that we pour into every seed we sell. Jacobson Seed, your American veteran, family-owned seed company.
Here's to the few among the few, to the farmers that set the bar for what's possible. Here's to the guys whose only loyalty is to excellence, to those who refuse to follow the herd. Here's to the best of the best and the Fendt tractors they choose. With the technology, efficiency, and unmatched engineering that defines what's possible, it's easy to see why the best-run operations run Fendt. Come see for yourself at Robinson Implement, your Fendt dealer.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. And IKM Manning, Dave, runs what looks like an onside kick, and he's ready for it, able to fall on the football. They're going to get the ball out near midfield. And they'll look to have to try and answer that touchdown here just moments ago from IKM Manning. Woodbine now up 42-0 on Glidden Ralston at the end of the third quarter. Sam Julin out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Keeps it. He's got some running room. Nice play that time design. He'll get down near the 47-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play. And Dave, that time, I think a lot of people bid on that being a handoff to the running back.
Well, Grindel's had just such a good night that, you'd think, okay, they're going to give it to the running back and let him go. So, and I thought that was one of the adjustments they made, that they maybe had to have Julin running the football a little more.
They'll hand it off to Carson Smith. He's got some running room as he cuts it back up the middle. He's going to get down around the 29 or 30-yard line. They're going to the 25. They're going to mark him all the way down to the 23-yard line. So a pickup of 24 on the play. And we're going to get a stop here as he was a little slow getting up. Finally did pop up. His first carry of the ball game, Dave, goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, no, it was cramp maybe, or just kind of got taken down in a weird way. It's a great run.
Yes. 21-21 between Carroll and Greene County. Now Julin out of the shotgun. Again, hands it off to Grindle. Grindle breaks a tackle in the backfield and now tripped up and slips down out at around the 23-yard line. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up a second down. Let's call it at 10 yards to go. Good running plays here. Dave, both teams, I think, have been able to show tonight that they're going to be able to run the football as the season goes on.
Absolutely. And, I think once quarterbacks start settling in and coaches figure out what they can do, I think you'll see more play action and utilize that ability to run.
And now we got a flag on the play, some movement up front, and that is going to go against IKM Manning, their 7th penalty of the night. And even if they come out of this with the win, Dave, I think Coach could have talked to them about those mistakes right now as that ball moved down to the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a penalty there's just no excuse for, is jumping offside.
Now snap it back to Julin. He's got it off to Grindle. Again, started right, cuts it back up the middle. And he's going to weave his way down inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. A pickup of 10 on the play. That should move the chains, and it does. And it's going to bring up first down and goal. And a nice answer here for East Sac County.
That Grindle, he's fun to watch. Like I said, he's just so shifty, change direction so fast.
Now snap it back to Julin. He's going to follow Grindle up the hole. He'll dive down to the 6. A pickup of 2 on the play for Sam Julin, his 11th carry of the ballgame. That's going to bring up now for second down and goal from around the 6-yard line. Ought to have been up 38-12 now on Cam, end of the third quarter. Continuing to get updates. Clock rolling here with 8:15 to go in the third quarter. Wolves on top right now, 35-12. And again, our score updates brought to you by Brinks Exteriors and Eco Water Systems. They'll hand the football off. Grindle weaves his way, and it gets all the way into the end zone. Dave, that was just a nice play. He caught left, caught right, then caught back left.
Yeah, he changed direction multiple times there. And I'm sure the grass is just a little slick. I mean, to maintain your balance is even an added accomplishment with the grass the way it is.
So the touchdown with 8:01 to go here in the third quarter cuts it to 35 now to 18, pending potentially a 2-point conversion. That is what they will go for. Julin going to come out of the shotgun, and we've got some whistles here before the snap, and they're going to send an IKM Manning player to the sideline, and I'm assuming it's probably for maybe some blood on the jersey. But the Wolves will run a different player in now up front. Going to lose some size up front. Now we'll get set for this 2-point conversion. Dave, I know that you couldn't do it in high school, but you know the one thing I really miss about football and being old school? The old tearaway jerseys.
Oh. That didn't go very long.
No, it did not. Julin hands it off to Grindle, trying to fight his way in, still pushing, and does not get in. So the score going to remain at 35-18. Raiders have scored 3 touchdowns tonight, but have not gotten a 2-point conversion here in the ballgame. We'll step away, take a break, back right after this on KKR.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM Manning community depends on for their school and sports news. They're excited to bring you the most current and up-to-date information you need to know about the school district and the communities of Irwin, Kirkman, Manila, and Manning, and beyond. If you are not currently a subscriber, it's time that you find out what everyone is talking about. Go Wolves! The Manila Times is proud of you.
Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing reliable, affordable, and responsible electricity. Whether watching TV or using the internet, Raccoon Valley's member owners depend on the electricity from Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative to power their lives and to keep them connected with family, friends, and communities. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Another injured player, I think, with a cramp for East Sac County out on the field. IKM Manning will have the ball at their own 40-yard line as we get back to action at Jeff Lightman and at Dave Burks with here. An entertaining first game of the season. Both offenses, Dave, I think looking pretty good. The turnovers early for East Sac County have really kind of swung this thing in favor of IKM Manning. But both of these offenses have shown the ball, especially to be able to run the football.
Absolutely. I mean, it has just been answer after answer after answer, and I've still got to give East Sac a lot of credit.
Yep.
You know, the early turnovers, the pick six. You know, they could have said, "Oh no, this is going to be a bad night," and shut down, but they have just kept battling. Even there, you know, we talked about how important that first series was in the second half. And IKM marched straight down and scored, and, you know, doggone East Sac, they battled back and they marched down and scored. So, you know, a lot of credit to both teams.
Yeah, 14-0 in about the first 8 minutes of the game off of turnovers that IKM Manning took advantage of. Since then, it's 21-18. Both teams have scored 3 touchdowns. The difference has been the PATs for IKM Manning, and East Sac has had to go for 2 each time after missing an early one and has not been able to convert on any of those. There's a run from Langle up the middle. He'll pick up 2 out to the 42-yard line, and it's going to bring up second down and about 8 to go. Hey, Dave, we've had so many big runs and stuff. The clock, the clock hasn't moved an awful lot as South Central Calhoun now up 21-6, end of the third quarter. But, you know, both of these teams have kept the ball on the ground quite a bit here tonight.
Pretty much, yeah. And I, you know, down the road, I think that's going to definitely be the strength of both these teams.
Now flip it back to Rasmussen, starts up the middle, now cuts it out. He's got that outside edge, and he is fighting his way into Raider territory before being knocked out of bounds, and I think he's cramping up now, but he's going to be knocked out at the 43-yard line, a pickup of 15 on the play for Davis Rasmussen. And, Dave, I haven't decided 100% for sure yet who my motor end player of the game is, but he's certainly going to be one of those guys that I think we're going to have to talk about.
Oh, definitely. He just adds so much. You know, there again, they went that single wing and, you know, just turn, give it to him, and he's so good at finding that opening. Yes. You know, pop off tackle and end up outside and goes for 15.
Ramsey under center, turns, hands it off to Langle, and Langle going to be wrapped up, brought down. Nice tackle on the outside that time by Gabe King. Tackle going to be made down at the 40, a pickup of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up second down now and about 7 to go. And I'll tease Gene. I know Gene is a heck of a basketball coach, probably a terrific basketball player. He must have had some football skills that he's taught Davis here with the way he's running the ball.
I tell you what, maybe it came from his mother. You know, you don't know. No, I think Gene was pretty shifty, too.
I imagine the cuts that we're seeing on Davis are the cuts that Gene made on the basketball court in his day. They'll hand the football off again and diving forward, no gain on the play. Ashton Arenholtz that time getting the carry, his first carry of the ball game. No gain. It'll bring up third down now and 7. This is a key play, I think. There's still a lot of time left. We've said key play a lot of times here, but the Raiders get a stop. If they can force a punt or get the ball back here down 35 to 18, Dave, they've got an opportunity to kind of claw away at this deficit.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're IKM Manning, if you consider yourself in 2-down territory when you're on the 40-yard line. So, yeah, you could force a punt and then head down the field again.
They throw it. It is complete to Kuzel, and that's going to answer the questions. He picks up the first down, brought down by Dawson Allen, but not before he gets down at around the 26-yard line. So a pickup of about 14 on the play, and that will move the chains.
A nice little adjustment there, go from the play action to the pass.
Ball spotted over here on the left hash mark. 5:45 to go, third quarter. 35-18 in favor, again, of IKM Manning. They're looking now to stretch that lead if they can. Again, our score updates are brought to you by Drees Company and Eco Water Systems. Drees, again, buying Eco Water Systems here recently. Arenholtz in motion from left to right. They'll turn. They bring Arenholtz back across. They hand it off to him on a little dive play, and he'll get down inside the 25, near the 24-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play. And, Dave, that's one of those plays you don't see a lot. Sometimes that's the type of play that can break off for a big one.
Yeah, and it's probably, they're probably trying to set something up.
Yep.
I could see them fake that handoff and, maybe have a receiver headed towards a corner or something and make it a play action. So, yeah, it's a good play in itself, but it really sets up some other stuff.
Wyatt Danner splits to the right. Arenholtz again in motion from right to left. They turn, hand it off to Langle, starts up the middle. And he's going to be knocked forward, brought down. We've got a flag on the play. Holding going to go against IKM Manning. That'll nullify the run that would have taken him down around the 20. So it was a pickup of about 5 on the play, but the hold penalty going to mark him back. And that, again, number 8 tonight, unofficially here on IKM Manning. And they are going to spot the ball all the way back at the 34-yard line. Got to get down to around the 15, 16 to get a first down. So it's going to be second down and 18 to go.
I think the East Sac D line is doing a little bit better job. You know, they're getting onto the running back line of scrimmage or near it, and just not letting them have free reign.
Wyatt Danner splits out to the right. Ramsey under center, turns, hands it off again to Langle. Started up the middle, cuts it to the right, now spins it back off the edge, and spins his way down to about the 28-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the play. He's up to 78 yards here on the night. It's going to bring up third down now and around 12 to go. And, Dave, I would imagine here this is 2-down territory, but I won't be surprised to throw at one of these 2 downs.
Yeah, I almost think it's going to be this one.
I'm thinking too.
Because, obviously if you're 4th and 8 or 9, you have to. But, 3rd and 13, 12, you still have the potential, especially the way they've run the ball, to do both.
Danner splits out to the left. Arnold's in the slot right side or left side. They're going to throw. They do throw it, and it's through the hands of Kuzel, incomplete. Had him down at around the 18-yard line. That would have been a pickup of around 9 at least where he had caught it, but it is going to bring up a 4th down and 12. Ramsey now unofficially 5 of 11 on the night for 68 yards. Quick update here. Carroll scores, and they're up now 28-21 in the fourth quarter over at Greene County. Nick Brinks having the broadcast on that tonight on Kick 106.7. 3:31 to go here in the third. Dave, what do you do here, 4th and 12? What's the play you use?
Well, I tell you what, again, I'm old school football, but a screen pass.
Yep.
You just don't see screen passes, and I just think, man, that could be so productive.
Ramsey is going to throw. He's got a man down the middle, but underthrows it and coming in defensively to knock it away. They were looking for Arnold's, but defending the play that time, Dawson Allen for East Sac County, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And that is our first turnover on downs here tonight, and East Sac County will take over at their own 27-yard line. 3:25 remaining here in this third quarter of play. Again, our Motor Inn Player of the Game coming up in the postgame here tonight. Motor Inn of Cary, your premier Toyota and Chevy dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision.
That's a big stop there,
yes.
And they needed it and they got it. So now, now we flip that switch again, and now East Sac, if they can march it down, now, you're right back in the ball game.
They send Allen in motion. They're going to hand it off, and that is Carson Schmidt, and he's going to carry it out to around the 32-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 5, and the Raiders doing what I think, Dave, they need to do now. They're hurrying up to the line a little bit.
Yeah, they did that the last possession, and I think that's to their advantage.
They'll hand it off this time to Dawson Allen. He'll get the left edge, slips through the tackle. Kuzel breaks another tackle and fights his way out to around the 34-yard line. We've got another Raider down here with cramps. And that pickup going to be out to the 44, a pickup of 12 on the play. Dawson Allen having a pretty good night now running the football on the limited chances that he's had as well. And again, Dave, you see this every year, and I don't want to sound like I'm sounding hard on the kids.
I know what you're going to say.
It's been warm. Everybody should be well hydrated, should they not?
Well,
I know it's hard.
It's not that warm.
Right.
I mean, if you really think about it, it's not like we're playing in 95 degrees and whatever. It really, I don't necessarily understand it.
But you see it week 1 through 3 almost every season.
I don't know if it's nutrition, the bananas, I know I always said dill pickle juice. I mean, there's a ton of things you can do.
None of it tastes good.
Well, but just something as simple as Gatorade or, something to get those electrolytes. And I don't know. I don't understand it. I could make speculation, and it has to do with off-field work ethic. I still chuckle, and here again, I'm old school, but it always seemed like you baled hay on the hottest days of the summer, and you never questioned it.
No,
and I just think people in general. I'm not even going to just blame kids, but people in general just there's not a lot of physical work being done, especially outside.
Yeah. And all the bailing we did as a kid, you had to handle them. It wasn't that it kicked it right onto the rack. Raiders are going to hand it off again up the middle, and they're going to slip some tackles. They're going to get inside IKM Manning territory down to the 48-yard line, and we've got another cramp for the Raiders out on the field. And that looks like Carson Schmidt with the carry. So he's going to pick up about 8 on the play. But, again, cramping up out there on the field, and that'll slow things up just a little bit here as the clock stops with it, 2:45 to go. Heelan now up on Kemper. This is a shocking score. Kemper came into tonight ranked. Heelan, I know, was runner-up a year ago, but graduated a lot of guys in Heelan. 32-8, Dave.
Wow.
Right now on Kemper, and Kemper is the favorite in their district. But I know last year lost a tough, close one up at Heelan, and then turned around and got all the way to the state quarterfinals. So a loss in the opener certainly doesn't end your season by any means.
No. And it's a teaching tool.
Yes.
And, I mean, there are different philosophies, but, by playing somebody good right out of the gate, you find out real quick that, this is what we got to work on, this is what we did well, and let's move on to the next game.
Say it a lot of times, sometimes people panic with those early losses. You don't have to panic, but sometimes it's a matchup, sometimes it's kids kind of buckling down a little bit, and stuff. And as you said, sometimes you just play a really good team that maybe everybody doesn't realize is really good.
He's kind of getting up.
And again, we've got just a cramp. Carson Schmidt cramping up out on the field. And actually, that's not Carson Schmidt. That is number 20, Landon Grindle, who is cramping up out on the field.
Looks like me getting up in the morning some mornings, Jeff. It's not very good.
Yeah, I know the feeling. So I said I shouldn't be saying anything about the kids, that's for sure, because, I look like an old guy getting up and getting out of bed every morning. So
no, I mean, we're at about every play having one or two guys down. Yeah, and I know we can feel the cool breeze.
Yeah.
It's not like it's even hot anymore, right?
Yeah, we're both thinking about putting on some extra layers here at some point,
a
right?
little extra.
Shotgun formation now for Sam Julin. He'll take the snap. It's a high one, hands it off. And no running room that time for Gabe King. He is swallowed up at the 49-yard line, a loss of 1 on the play for Gabe King.
Well, that snap's been a little high quite a few times, and I think it just throws that East Sac timing off a little bit, and it gives the IKM Manning guys just that extra half a second to get a little better penetration, and it's shut down that play.
Schmidt will split out here to the right, one wide receiver. I think that's Gullett to the left. They fake the handoff. Julin wanting to throw and leaves a little bit short. Didn't have anybody open. Was looking for Gullett down that far sideline. But again, nobody open on the play, and he had to let that one go. It'll fall incomplete. It's going to bring up now 4th down and 2 to go. So the defense gets that big stop. And the offense, which had been moving the football, they've all of a sudden stuttering just a little bit or fluttering here just a little bit.
Well, and part of that is I think Grindle came out, didn't he? So your guy that's been carrying you most of the game hasn't been in there, so that makes a big difference.
Raiders will split out. Reef Lankford, a sophomore, out here to the right. Shotgun formation again for Julin. He'll take the snap, wants to throw. They throw it, and IKM Manning read it beautifully. The pass was completed to Dawson Allendale, but it's going to be lost all the way back into the Raider 46-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 5 on the play on that completion. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. So both teams turn it over on downs now on their last 2 possessions, but IKM Manning will take over at the East Sac 46-yard line with 1:49 to go here in this third quarter.
That was just the right coverage for that play because there was only one East Sac blocker and there were 2 defenders, and they both ended up getting all over that.
Ramsey under center, slides down the line, hands it off to Langle. He finds the crease right off the right tackle. He'll take it from the 46 down to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 7 on the play. He's up now to 15 carries for 85 yards. It'll be second down and about 3 to go. And, Coach, if you're IKM Manning, you're up. Your running game's working. I think you take your time a little bit. Not that I'm saying you go into a delay or a slow game here, but you're not in a hurry right now, right?
No, you're your quarterback and your coach, but especially your quarterback, should be watching that play clock and, get your guys up there and then let them, sit for a few seconds and then run your play.
Ramsey under center, snaps it with 3 left, hands it off again to Langle. Dives forward. He'll pick up the first down to around the 33-yard line, a pickup of 6 on the play. That's going to be a first down for the Wolves. And I have a feeling we'll see probably more of him than what we did early in the game when we were seeing a lot of Rasmussen.
Well, I tell you, credit to the right side of the line. That's the direction they're going quite a bit, and they're doing a good job opening up holes.
Carroll now up 34-21 with 5:46 to go. Taden Peterson scores on a 47-yard touchdown run. Carroll beginning to pull away a little bit from Greene County on the road. Arnholtz in motion. Toss play now out to Rasmussen. He's got the edge. Arnholtz out there to block for him. Follows his blockers really well and is finally going to be drug out of bounds down at around the 10-yard line, I think. Let's see if they mark him out right at the 10. They will. That's going to be a 21-yard gain. And, again, another big run for Davis Rasmussen.
Well, and he's, again, 5'6", 140, and obviously he's fast, but you watch him at contact, they're just not throwing him down, knocking him down, whatever. He's a strong little runner, too.
Clock stops here as he goes out of bounds. 26 seconds left here in the third. Danner again splits out to the right. Ramsey will go under center. Rasmussen and Langle behind him. Arnholtz in motion from right to left. They hand it off to Langle straight up the middle. And he just fights his way down at around the 6-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play. And it's going to bring up second down now and a goal to go.
And what I watched on that play, guess who the lead blocker is?
Davis Rasmussen.
Davis Rasmussen. Yep. He's leading the way for Langle and doing a darn good job of it.
We are through three quarters. IKM Manning up 35-18. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute here on 93.7 KKRL.
At Arcadia Meats, we believe in championing the future, one student at a time. From the gridiron to the court, we're proud to support local high school sports teams because every touchdown, tackle, and spike represents dedication, teamwork, and dreams in the making. Join us in cheering on the stars of tomorrow. Arcadia Meats, proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes who inspire us all.
When you're looking for beautiful, handcrafted arrangements for birthdays, special occasions, or just because, look no further than Christina's Flowers. If you're looking for an eye-catching bouquet, a candy bouquet, or to freshen up your own decor, Christina's Flowers has you covered with fresh, unique arrangements. And guess what? Christina's Flowers is proud to support IKM Manning Wolves team. Shop local and make someone's day special at Christina's Flowers in Manning. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Coming to you live again here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman and Dave Burks with you here tonight. Dave, thanks for coming over. This has been fun here tonight.
Yes, it has. And it seems like, I don't know if it was my farm schedule or just game schedule. Didn't seem like I'm not sure I even worked a football game with you last year. So
yeah, I don't think you did.
I definitely appreciate the opportunity, and it's always a fun and learning experience.
IKM Manning with the ball. They'll have Ramsey under center. Turns, hands it off to Langle, and Langle dives his way in from 6 yards out for another IKM Manning touchdown. So the Wolves extend the lead now to 41-18. We've still got 11:56 left in this one. First play here of the fourth quarter. And Dave, that running game now starting to take over a little bit for IKM Manning.
Well, here again, the size and the experience, it's just, gallant effort.
Yep.
And I know we got a quarter left, but, a big compliment to Esac. They have just constantly battled. But, that's the nature of football. You can't play a zone or you can't stall or whatever. It's just you got to play every play, and the size and the physicality and the speed start to take over. But, IKM Manning looks good. But, I know Coach McCullough is going to have things to work on. But I really think at the end he's going to be pretty proud of the effort his guys put forth.
Absolutely. We'll step away back right after this on KKM.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Coming to you live again here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Don't forget, we've got our New Way Auto Group scoreboard show coming up 10 to midnight on KCIM and at Kick 106.7. Mason Nealon, our host this year, along with Jeff Honnold and Todd Danner. Jim Mollett are going to be helping out as well, but tonight it will be Honnold and Danner. We'll get interviews again with all 9 of our area football coaches after their games tonight, including both of our coaches here tonight. So flip over and listen to the scoreboard show. Another squib kick. And Esac County, that one didn't look like an onside, Dave. That one looked like a squib that hit a guy. And Esac will have it at their own 46-yard line.
I was just wondering if Danner and Jeff can stay up that late, 10 to 12. That's pretty late for those old guys.
I know Danner will be okay. Honnold used to be in bed at like 6.
He's a lot younger than us.
Yes.
What's the deal there? Yeah. Come on, Jeff.
Well, and I got to kid him. He's a dear friend of mine, but I laugh because there was one night he called me and I wasn't available, and I called him back like 45 minutes later. And I'll tell you the story here in a moment as Sam Julin fakes the handoff, now keeping it. He finds some running room off the right side. He'll get into Wolves territory down to the 49, a pickup of 5 on the play. But I laughed because he didn't answer. And it was like 48, 49 minutes later when I finally got free and called it. But he didn't answer. So then I get a text that says, in bed. It's like 6:15 at night. Oh. And we just got a response from Honnold.
There we go. That boy, he's listening. Haven't seen Jeff for quite a while.
I know.
He must be working too hard.
He does work a lot anymore. Julin hands the football off, and Ben Langle there from his defensive end position read that one beautifully and wrapped up. Dawson Allen brought him down at the Raider 48-yard line, a loss of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up now third down. We'll call it about 8 yards to go. Arweave up now 34-0. Down at Exira Kimballton. I really like that Arweave team this year. They got almost everybody back from last year's team that just missed out on the playoffs. Raiders need a big play here. They're going to throw it. It is complete to Carson Schmidt. And a good tackling out here. I know Ben Ramsey didn't get the initial tackle, or Wyatt Danner, but he held him up long enough that Logan Vanami and Ben Langle out there to make the tackle. It's a 2-yard gain into the Wolves territory at the 49, and if you're the Raiders, you got to go for it.
Yeah, there's just no doubt about it. You know, you hate to giving it up at midfield, but you only need 5, and the way Julin and Grindle have been running, you just never know.
So the Raiders will go for it. 4th down here and around 5 to go. Got to get down at the Wolves 44-yard line. Ball over on the left hash mark. They'll put trips out to the right. Gullet splits out here to the left. Julin going to roll to his right. Pressure comes from the backside. He'll throw it out there. It is complete. Pulling that one in is Dawson Allen. He'll make the catch down at around the 38-yard line, a pickup of 11 on the play, and a nice first down that time by the Raiders.
All right, nice, well-designed play, and the line did a good job giving him time, and again, just keeping your eyes up and making a play.
Raiders will hustle back up to the line of scrimmage. 9:30 left in this one, 42-18 in favor of IKM Manning. They'll hand it off again to Grindle, and Grindle going to dive forward down to around the 37-yard line, a pickup of 1 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 to go. And we both really like the way he's run the football here tonight.
Well, one thing I noticed there, even taking on 2 guys, he finished going forward. And, that's such a, you get pushed back. It might be a difference of 2 yards that you don't get. So,
Julin throws one short sliding catch made by Carson Schmidt at around the 33-yard line, a pickup of 4 on the play. 7th play of the drive coming up. Julin now is 7 of 16 for 70 yards here on the night. Schmidt making his 3rd catch, 24 yards unofficially. 3rd down and 3. They'll fake the handoff to Grindle, and Julin going to keep it. He's got some running room. Hit and wrapped up and brought down, but not before he gets down near the 26-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the play.
Another good series there. That pass he just completed, that was a Patrick Mahomes sidearm.
Yes.
I mean, we should be talking a little more about that.
Chiefs going to have a good year?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got a leader like that, yeah.
Snap again back to Julin. Pressure comes up the middle. He'll scramble out to the left. Now tucks it. Makes like he's going to throw and is able to get around his guy. And gets down to around the 20-yard line. Now pickup of 5 on the play. And you can hear the IKM Manning coaches, they're not happy with something that they saw up there.
There may be a hold there that didn't get called. But, see, now I got to refer to, that was a Brock Purdy fake,
Yes.
Pump fake there that got him up in the air. I tell you what, this quarterback, he's looking good.
Grindle going to take the handoff. He'll be wrapped up right at the 20-yard line. No gain on the play for Landon. 20th carry of the night unofficially for him. Clock running with 8 minutes to go here. 42-18 again. IKM Manning with the lead. Again, our score updates brought to you, of course, by Drees Company and Eco Water Systems. Raiders are going to split 2 guys out to the right. One of those guys splitting out there is Ryan Peterson. Julin out of the shotgun. Gullett splits out wide to the left along with Carson Smith. They'll throw it to Gullett. He's going to make the catch at the 14, pickup of 6 on the play. That is going to move the chains. That'll be catch number 2 here tonight for Jack Gullick.
Well, that's a heads-up play by Golick. I mean, run your curl down to about 7 and come back to 6 and still get enough for the first downs. That's a great play.
1st and 10 from the 15. Julie going to keep it. It's got some running room. Cuts it back in. He's going to go in. Oh, brought down. Thought he was going to score, but gets brought down at around the 3. A pickup of 12 on the play for Sam Julian.
First down.
11th play of the drive coming up, and the Raiders again in that hurry-up offense. Julian, 1st and goal from the 3, takes the handoff, wants to keep it, runs that same play, and he's going to go in for the 3-yard touchdown. 2nd touchdown rushing tonight for Sam Julian, and the Raiders are back on the board as they cut it to 42-24 now as 6:58 left here in the football game. And they'll go for 2 here, and we've got an injured Wolf now down on the field. Brock Kuzel is cramping up, and you can tell the respect that these teams have for each other. You got a Wolf player cramping, and the Raider coaches are going out there to help stretch him out.
Yeah. I was just thinking I saw an earlier play that East Sac guy helped up an IKM Manning guy, and just good sportsmanship there. We had one penalty where a guy got a little ambitious out of bounds, but good sportsmanship out of both teams, and that's an attribute to the, both coaches and demanding that kids play the game right.
Yeah, both good guys and really good coaching staffs as well. And I talk with both of these coaches, on a regular basis, and you can tell both of them said they like playing this game. It's 2 local teams. They both kind of have the same style and the same idea of how the game should be played. And I know this game here, right now, it's down to 18. But, again, like I said, 5 of the last 6 games have been decided by 7 points or less, and the other one was a 14-point game. So, generally, these are really tight football games.
Well, and you go back to, the difference in the game, realistically, is
the 2 early
turnovers.
Yep.
Otherwise, really, it's been you take 14 away, you're right there with that 4-point game.
Yep.
So, but that's also the game of football.
It is.
How many times do coaches say you got to eliminate big plays? And, that's the difference.
So the Raiders, as IKM Manning able to get Brock Kuzel, who was the guy cramping up out there, they'll get him over to the sideline. He's up moving on his own. They'll go for 2 now, will the Raiders, trying to cut this to 42-16. Dave, if they get that, all of a sudden you think about it, it's a 16-point game.
Yeah,
2 scores, 2 2-point conversions and stuff. So do you start thinking onside kick here?
I don't know. You need that defensive stop, and you don't want to give them that much more yardage.
They throw it out here. The 2-point conversion is caught. It is good as Landon Grindle falls into the end zone, and that is going to make it now 42-28. 42-26 is our score. We'll snap away, take a break, back right after this on that KKRL.
Hi, this is Jeremy, General Manager of Manning Municipal Utilities. MMU is a premier provider of fiber internet, natural gas, and electrical services for the town of Manning. All of our services are backed by our dedicated local team members. We are proud to be serving Manning and the surrounding communities. MMU is a proud sponsor of the IKM Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
Did you know if you experience a sports injury, Loring Hospital in Sac City has an experienced team that can get you back in the game. With the team approach at Loring Hospital, our physical therapist can provide you the one-on-one personalized rehabilitation you may need. At Loring Hospital, we help athletes of all ages be the safest and best they can be. For more information, call Loring Hospital in Sac City at 712-662-7105. Loring Hospital, extraordinary care right here.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Keep County with the onside kick we anticipated. IKM Manning was anticipating it as well with their hands team, and you heard Dave, as we said, not for sure. It was just a pile of ice.
Well,
on the football,
there was a flag on this side, and I think what happened was
he sacked, maybe left too early.
He touched it too early.
Okay.
I'm not sure that's a penalty.
I think it is.
Okay,
Either that or it just makes it ineligible to be able to, that they can't recover it. But it's going to be IKM Manning ball at the Raider 49-yard line.
I think IKM ended up with a recovery anyway, but not before that ball bounced around an awful lot.
Yep. Raider crowd down here in front of us cheering, but I don't know exactly what for sure for, as IKM Manning will have the ball at the Raider 49-yard line. Still 6:56 left in this one. Again, New Way Auto Group scoreboard show. We'll have interviews with both of our coaches on that on KCIM and Kick 106.7. Dave and I will have our motor and player of the game coming up at the end of this one in the Mackey Motors tailgate. Ben Ramsey keeps it. He's going to run from the 49 down to around the 43-yard line. So that is going to be a pickup of about 6 or 7 on the play. We'll see where they mark him down. I think from down to the 43, so it should be a pickup of 6, and that'll bring up second down now and about 4 to go. And if you're IKM Manning, you don't want to have to throw the football. You want to just run as much clock here as you can.
When I just noticed when Ramsey came from getting the play, first thing he did was looking down at the play clock. Yep, doing a good, again, that veteran quarterback and doing a good job of running the end of the game stuff.
Very tight formation as well. They'll hand it off to Rasmussen and weaves his way. Going to be just shy of the first down. He's going to get from the 43 to the 40, a pickup of 3 needed at 4. And that is going to bring up third down now and 1 to go. And again, the play clock resets, and I'll be able to watch it. I like that they've, almost every football field I go to now has got the play clocks on either side of the field. It makes it so much easier than it did back in our day when you had to try and figure it out. Ramsey again under center, hands it off to Langle, and I think he's going to have it. I think they're going to move the chains. They picked up 1, needed a 1.
That's almost impossible to stop. I mean, it's just handed off, and he's got a full head of steam and 2 yards. Yeah, that's tough play.
It's down to the 39, and that is going to move the chain, so that'll reset the downs for IKM Manning. They lead it here 42-26, 5:25 to go in the football game. Dave and I will have a quick post game so I can get down on the field and catch up with both of our coaches for interviews here tonight. Again, we do have a new thing as well with New Way Ford sponsoring it. It's a scoreboard page on our website where games are being updated as the night goes on. Ben Lango going to carry that one down to the 30. That'll be a pickup of about 9 on the play. He's up to 111 yards on it, 20 carries, so he's averaging over 5 yards per carry here tonight. That's going to bring up second down and about a yard to go. IKM Manning, Dave, unless something crazy happens, looks like they're going to start with a win. Esac, even though they come out of here maybe with a loss the way it's looking right now, I think there's some positive things they can take out of this.
Oh, definitely. And the first is just courage and character, to answer the call time after time. They got a few things to work out, especially defensively, getting their front 4, 5, 6, 7 guys being a little more aggressive. But overall, I think there's a lot of good things both coaches are going to walk away from tonight.
Walls will pick up a first down. I missed who carried the ball on that one, but they get down to the 26-yard line, so a pickup of about 3 on the play. I never saw, Dave, did you see who had the ball on that one? I was looking. I just saw the pile move, and I never saw who came out of the pile with the ball.
I'm not sure either. It was a quick hitter.
Yeah.
And
I'm wondering if it was Langle again, probably. They'll come back out with 2 guys in the backfield. Ramsey under center, turns, fakes the handoff, throws it out to Brock Kuzel. He'll fall forward down to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6 on the play. That is going to bring up now second down at about 4 yards to go. And again, the Wolves doing a nice job of letting that play clock pretty much run down on every snap. They started this drive with 6:56 to go, and you know that the ESAC coaches and the IKM inning, both of the coaching staffs from up above is starting to work their way down through the press box. Jason Phillips just going through our press box area here. And again, Ben Langle fighting his way forward down to around the 17-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play for him on that one. And that's going to keep it to a third down and about 2 to go. Sixth play of the drive coming up here for the Wolves. And again, Dave, this drive started at 6:56, and right now they look like they're going to be able to run the clock out.
Yeah, I mean, doing a great job of just clock management and taking your time. And, you know, it's third down again, so they're just grinding it out. So, yeah, it'll be a good way to hopefully end the game.
Wyatt Danner splits out to the left. Langle and Rasmussen in the backfield. Aronholtz goes in motion. They fake the handoff to Langle. They hand it off to Aronholtz, and he is hit and wrapped up at the 17, maybe lost a half a yard, and East Sac County going to call a timeout on the plays. They're going to try and come up with the stop. It's going to be 4th down and 2 here, Dave, so this is going to be big. Do you go back to Langle, or do you try and catch him maybe a little bit and go to Rasmussen and try to get him on the edge?
Well, I mean, you got about a long 2, it looks like. I think I would be going to Langle. I mean, they just really haven't. For a short yardage situation, ESAC really just hasn't stopped him. So,
and I don't know. They've been running out of that tight formation here as of late, and I'm not saying that won't work, but what I'm almost wondering is give him a little bit more of a head of steam and let him maybe line up another step or two back so he gets that momentum going forward.
Well, and you've also got the play action to where you fake it to Langle, and then you got Rasmussen maybe headed around the end. You can draw everybody in. So, yeah, there's a lot of options there. You know, they're doing a pretty good job of short little passes.
Yep.
So that's an option too.
Another first down here, and they could pretty much salt this game away. Ramsey will come out. They come out in a 2-back set. Aronholtz in the slot on the right side. Danner splits out to the left. They send Aronholtz in a motion left to right. They're going to toss it to Langle. He's got the edge. He's got the first down and more as he's going to get down and around the 6-yard line. So a pickup of about 12. Let's see where they mark him. They're going to mark him at the 7. So a pickup of 11 on the play, and that is going to move the chains. And Dave, now the question becomes, do you try and score here, or you can't get another first down now at the 8, but you can pretty much run the clock out.
Yeah.
Yep. But, you know, the playoff still works a little bit based off of how you win. So that's one of those things. Wolves will come out. Ramsey goes under center. They're going to hand it off. And Ramsey hands it off again to Langle. And Langle down to the 5, a pickup of 3 on the play. 10th play of this drive coming up.
So, yeah, you're just about down to a minute.
Yep. You don't have to snap it till about a minute left. And I think what they're probably going to do is just keep handing it off, and if they get a touchdown, they get it. If they don't, I don't think they're going to worry about it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, again, taking their time. 14 left on the play clock as they break the huddle. Danner will split out to the left. Ramsey under center. Langle and Rasmussen behind him. Aronholtz out to the right. He'll go in motion to right to left. They toss it back to Rasmussen, cuts it up inside, and goes in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run from Davis Rasmussen. And IKM Manning has salted this one away as they extend the lead now to 48-26 with 1:03 remaining. And they will probably attempt that extra point here with Davis Rasmussen.
Yeah, that was an impressive drive in a lot of ways, just how they managed the clock.
Yep.
Play calling, just grind it down.
Rasmussen's extra point, it is up. It is good. And the lead is 49-26. We're back right after this on KKRL. Score updates brought to you again by Dries Company and Eco Water System.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Nothing better exemplifies teamwork than the hard work and dedication of our local area student athletes. The same can be said for the team at Domino Motors in Sac City. Whether it's pre-owned or new, parts or service, Domino Motors has the expertise you don't just need but deserve. To see their full lineup or to view their weekly ad, visit them on Facebook today. Domino Motors, Sac City's ideal Chevy dealer and proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders.
If your hog barn is in need of repair or maintenance, Next Gen Ag Supply in Templeton has you covered. We supply everything from APP line parts and LB White heaters to premium animal health products. For expert service and all the parts you need, call Ryan or Heidi Clucky at 669-3459. Next Gen Ag Supply, your local partner for hog barn solutions and community pride. And we're proud to support our community as sponsors of the IKM Manning Wolves High School sports teams.
IKM Manning kicks it out of bounds on the kickoff after their touchdown. That'll give East Sac County the football. Minute 3 remaining in this one. Jeff Blankman and Dave Birch. We got our Mackey Motors tailgate coming up for you here just a moment away as IKM Manning going to start the season 1-0. But if you're East Sac County, you had a great defense last year, but the offense struggled. Your best offense sometimes, I don't mean to sound bad in this, but Luke Wright was a heck of a kicker. So your best offense was getting him to kick field goals last year, but to come out and score 26, you put 4 touchdowns on the board in your season opener, you got to be happy with the way the offense looked here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, the flip side is, well, you gave up a defensive touchdown to IKM Manning.
Yep.
You had another touchdown off a turnover. So, you know, even with that,
Julin goes deep across the middle looking for Sam. Julin overthrows him. That'll fall incomplete. And it's going to bring up second down now. And
so you take away, 12, 14 points off of that.
Yep.
Yeah, and when you're replacing a very stout defense from last year,
yep,
it's going to take some growing pains and getting guys to figure out where they need to be. And you got younger guys that have maybe played JV football now, especially and they're learning it with having to tackle Langle. It's a different game, and
it is.
They will get better, and when they put both sides of the ball together, they're going to be a good team.
Pass is incomplete through the intended fingertips of Carson Schmidt. It was over on the sidelines, over on the IKM Manning side. That's going to bring up now third down and 10. 52 seconds remaining. If you're IKM Manning, you got to be happy with the offense. The defense created those turnovers, helped you get you some points, but they've also given up 4 touchdowns here tonight.
Right. Offensively, they look good at times defensively, but they struggled to stop East Sac. So that's a compliment to East Sac, but IKM Manning's got some work to do on the defensive side as well.
They drop back. They throw it out on a screen to Gullett. He slips a tackle. He's going to get a first down, and Morey's down the sideline showing that good track speed. Finally going to be drugged down at around the 30-yard line of IKM Manning, so a pickup of 35 on the play, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, a little excitement there right at the end. I mean, it'd be nice to see them score just here again, just to make you feel a little better about your night.
And plenty of time. They've got all 3 timeouts left and 42 seconds on the clock. Julin again wants to throw. Pressure comes. He slides up in the pocket. He's got some running room and some blocking down the field. He's all the way down inside the 10 before being wrapped up and brought down at around the 4-yard line or so. We'll see exactly where they mark it down here. But down to 31 seconds left. They mark him down at the 5 the way it looks. So pickup of 25 on the play, and he's now up to 91 yards rushing here tonight. Snap it off. They fake the handoff to Grindle. Julin going to keep it. Dives forward down to the 2. And now we're going to get a timeout called by East Sac County, stopping the clock with 12 seconds remaining. So, Raiders, this is a confidence thing for them. And I know some people are going to say you call a timeout down by 23 with 12 seconds left. But when you're trying to build something, you got a lot of young guys, Dave. You coached for a long time and you played college football. You understand this.
Yeah, they're not coaching right now to finish this game, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yep.
They're coaching for the next game and the next maybe 7 games.
Yep.
The confidence, the execution, and just the ability to motivate your guys saying, hey, we put up maybe 32 points, against a good team. And, I'm doing the math when I talk to my guys and saying, maybe it's 49-32 and we gave them 14 on turnovers. Wow, what happens if we don't have those turnovers?
Yep.
So it's a great teaching, coaching moment that they're utilizing.
Dawson Allen in motion. Julin throws it out. Sidearm. Great diving catch by Allen for the touchdown with 8 seconds remaining. That was a Patrick Mahomes pass.
It was, and just a great catch. Diving 2-hand catch. That's nice.
8 seconds again remaining in this one, and ESAC gets back on the board, 49-32. They'll probably go for 2 here. But what a ball game we've had here tonight. I did not anticipate a track meet in a way.
81 points right now.
Yeah, I think you could take the last 3 years that these teams have played and add them up and not come up with 81 points. Julin will take the snap, fakes the handoff, takes it in, and dances into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And that'll make it now 49-34. We'll step away. Back to wrap up the ball game. Only 8 seconds left. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on 93.7 KKR.
1 gig capable network and over a century of service, Hornbolt Telephone in Wall Lake is more than just phones. Serving Wall Lake, Lakeview, Sac City, Lytton, and Early with over 90 digital cable TV channels, fiber optic internet speed with unlimited data usage and no contract. We're Hornbolt Telephone, and we're powered by fiber optics so you can do more. Find us on Facebook, call us at 712-664-2221, or visit us on the web at cornbelltelephone.com to see what we can do for you. Go Raiders!
Sac County will kick it off after Sam Julin put the 2-point conversion on the board. They're down 49-34, and Dave, we were just talking. You said it, 35-34 since IKM Manning jumped up 14-0 to start this ballgame.
Oh yeah, they have hung in there and they have answered every punch with a counter punch. And like I said, I really think both coaches are going to be incredibly proud of the effort their guys put forth.
Kickoff is an onside. It's a squibber. And IKM Manning, Davis Rasmussen able to fall on it at around the 42-yard line. And that'll allow the Wolves to be able to run out the clock here and end this one here tonight. And the Wolves will pick up the win. I'm sure they'll just probably kneel on the ball to try and get out of here with this 49-34 victory. And Dave, will have our Mackey Motors tailgate coming up. We'll have to name our player of the game. I think we have an idea of who that could be here tonight as Ben Ramsey comes under center. He'll take a knee, and that is going to do it here tonight. Again, our final score, 49-34 in favor of IKM Manning. Mackey Motors tailgate is next here on 93.7 KKRL.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Take a minute and think about your bank. Who's the first person you think of? That person who knows you and you trust to help you just the way you need it. At Bank Midwest, that's the kind of relationship we have with our customers. Because when it comes to your money, technology is great, but someone you can really talk to is indispensable. If that's what you want in a bank, we're your bank. Bank Mid who? Bank Midwest, the one with the just right banker for you. Member FDIC.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM Manning Wolves.
Jacobson Seed, family owned and operated for more than 85 years. But why is it important for you to do business with a family-owned seed company? At Jacobson Seed, we are proud of our family-owned heritage. Our commitment goes beyond just selling seed. It's about cultivating relationships and sharing our passion for growth. It's about treating you like a member of our family. Our roots run deep with generations of knowledge and expertise that we pour into every seed we sell. Jacobson Seed, your American veteran, family-owned seed company.
Here's to the few among the few, to the farmers that set the bar for what's possible. Here's to the guys whose only loyalty is to excellence, to those who refuse to follow the herd. Here's to the best of the best and the Fendt tractors they choose. With the technology, efficiency, and unmatched engineering that defines what's possible, it's easy to see why the best-run operations run Fendt. Come see for yourself at Robinson Implement, your Fendt dealer.
Time to wrap up our coverage here on the Mackey Motors tailgate. Mackey Motors, again, of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. And check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. Jeff Blankman and Dave Burks. And what a thriller we ended up having tonight. 83 points combined between the two teams as IKM Manning picks up a 49-34 victory. Dave, some final thoughts for you here on the game.
Well, I think it was an excellent game. It was interesting in the fact that, early in the season, usually your defenses are just a little better, because you're not dealing with as much timing and all that. But, boy, tonight, both offenses looked very impressive. Defenses, they got some work to do. But, it was an exciting game. It was an entertaining game. And, really overall pretty well played for the first game of the year.
Our final, let's quickly, our motor end player of the game, we're going with Davis Rasmussen from IKM Manning. Unofficially had him 12 carries, 153 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Also had him for 1 catch for 16 yards and a passing touchdown, plus 7 of 7 in extra points tonight. So had some other guys we talked about, Ben Ramsey a little bit, Ben Langle as well, and Landon Grindle also from ESAC had a good game. But it is Davis Rasmussen, our motor end player of the game.
Yeah, and the little things, like I mentioned, he's the lead blocker for Langle. So, oh man, he does a lot for him and creates a lot of opportunities for him.
Final score again here tonight, folks, as we hate to have these quick post games, but I got to get down on the field and catch both coaches before they take off. IKM Manning wins it here tonight, 49-34. Don't forget, you'll hear those interviews with both coaches on the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show over on Kick 106.7 and on 1380 AM 95.1 FM KCM. That'll start with Mason Neal and Jeff Honnold and Todd Danner starting at 10 o'clock and going to midnight tonight. Scores from all of our area schools and their district scores from around the state and interviews with all 9 of our area coaches. Have a great Friday night and a great weekend, everybody.